All right, yo, 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 it's your boy Yoshikidneo, and we are back with more D&D action. I'm going to turn me down just a little bit. Today, we're playing evil characters. Evil! Should be a good time, but we'll find out. See what the characters do. All right.
Spooky.
Do you stream these sessions, Brady?
Yeah, all of them. I can send you the link to my YouTube so you can rewatch them if you ever want to. Anyway, all of you are in a perpetual state of darkness. For whatever reason, you're conscious and you're looking around and able to see your body in front of you, but you can't hear anything, you can't smell anything, you can't even speak. And then within a matter of moments, you hear a voice calling out to you.
Rise, my minions. Rise and serve me.
It's at that moment that all of you start to begin to fall out of these tiny little crypts, one after another. First, Oisix appears, and then Cornelius. I forget how to say Jeff's character's name.
Glintalk.
Glintog. Then Wagner. What's this guy's name? Yin? Yeah.
Yep.
And then Yin. Fluke. And finally, Tamsin. In front of you, as you guys all look kind of behind you, there's a bunch of different coffins made of stone. These coffins are kind of suspended, and after you all are sort of pushed out of the coffin, you look around at your bodies. You're in mostly good condition, honestly. Your skin, if you have it, is a little bit withered. It's kind of grayish. You can definitely tell that something's different about your body. It's definitely not alive. As you look around in front of you, you see Nagex, the lich that had summoned you all here. You also see Dr. Belladura, sort of a really short gentleman that's kind of really hunched over, and you can't see any features about his face except for his glowing eyes. Behind them both, you see the Bone Claw, a very tall, large skeletal creature with 3 fingers that are as long as spears, kind of standing watch. You guys hear the sort of rumbling behind you as your coffins are then absorbed into the ground, and you're watching in front of you as Nagex is sort of pushing her hands down to sort of get you guys, or make these coffins disappear. I can hear your fan, Kirsten. Dope. Thank you. Actually, I think I hear something from Dallas, too. Anyway, so Nagex is standing in front of you, and she looks over all of you.
You may have many questions, and unfortunately we do not have time to answer any of them. I have summoned all of you here, brought you back from your eternal life of death, to serve me once more as you have served in the past. Some of you, this is not your first time. Others, this may be your first time. Essentially, I have given you a second chance at life, and for that you owe me a great deal, and this is how you will repay me.
She then sort of starts to move this way a little bit, and Dr. Belladura moves on this way, and they both sort of hold out their hands. And in this sort of central pit thing, They kind of make a sort of minor illusion of this little glowy orb looking thing. It almost looks like a ball of lava that's been kind of cooled down a bit, but is still hot. And after they're done with that, Dr. Belladura keeps his hands out while he concentrates on the spell, and Nagex turns to address you all again.
This artifact that I am showing you is known as the Eternal Ember. My enemies have somehow found it and figured out a way to manipulate it in order to combat me and my armies. They have created what we know to be called the Warforged, much as your companion Fluke.
She points to Fluke, and you guys all kind of look at him, and you see this Warforged. If you've played Mass Effect, he looks like a Geth. He looks exactly like Legion, except for the thing is his sort of like the metallic plates and stuff are all cracked and sort of shriveled up a little bit when it comes to like the different cables and stuff within him. There's definitely some like necrotic energies coming from it based on the magic that has brought him back.
My enemies call themselves Bellalites, and one of their own high priority members has figured out how to construct these autonomous metallic creatures. Essentially, they've made their own version of my undead army, which is a grave threat, and I cannot allow this. Your mission today is quite simple. You're going to go to a place in the desert known as Farwater. You're going to find this artifact, retrieve it, bring it back to me. The gentleman that creates these Warforged, the only thing we know about him is that he is a gnome. And he's also the inventor of what your Warforged is currently carrying, as well as your pal Cornelius over there.
And she points, and you guys watch you watch Fluke, his right arm sort of morphs into a pistol. So where you saw his hand, he all of a sudden, like the metal and the fiber cables and stuff all sort of break down and reform into a pistol where his hand used to be, and then he reforms it back. Cornelius takes out his gun, does a quick little spin of it, and then holsters it real quick, and then takes a long draw of his cigar and puffs it out. I'm just kidding, I don't know if you do that, but if you want to, you can.
If you're able to get this artifact, your secondary objective would be simple. Kill the gnome. I do not want him to be alive. I do not want anyone to be able to take his notes. I want everything that he's found out about creating these Warforged destroyed. This will be a major setback to Bellalight, and will aid me in my conquest to changing the world for the better.
It's at this point that you guys are all kind of just standing there, and you all get a really good image about this artifact that she has shown in front of you. She then steps back over here. Or no, she steps over this way towards the stairs there.
Follow me, and I will teleport you to Farwater.
At this point, you can all move your tokens to where she is currently.
You're gonna have to do that for me because I am not at a computer.
Oh, gotcha. I can do that, yeah. I'll just do it for everyone that's remaining. There we go.
One final note before I send you away. Farwater, the town itself, is not to be destroyed. Only the workshop that the gnome owns, and anyone that gets in your way. If the whole town gets in your way, the place I'm sending you to should be far enough away from the town for you to lay low for a while. But time is of the essence. My reports say that this gnome has made a new discovery, something that could cripple my army, and is leaving within a few days to go and retrieve it. Failure is not an option, and if any of you fail, I will find you, and I will make sure that you live in eternity, far worse than being in hell itself. Is that understood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Brady,
Yes.
would I be able to ask Nigex for something
Sure.
to serve her better?
You
Okay.
you can do your best.
I can attempt.
Try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do the voice too.
Yeah, go for
But
it. Worst case scenario, if it can't be heard very well, I'll just tell you.
Yeah. And it might hurt when I do it, so.
Well, don't
Wait,
hurt your
what?
voice, bro.
My mistress, to better serve you, may I ask a boon of you?
What is your request?
I desire sight in total darkness, magical or natural.
Dr. Belladura?
I might be able to help you with that. And Dr. Belladura comes up. I should be able to grant it to all of you. Especially with what I took from that wizard in Cragstorm. So what he does is he actually he goes and digs over in a spot, probably his workshop. You guys don't know. You don't really live here. But you can hear some clanging and stuff in this back room over here before he returns, and he does return with a large metallic spike. Now, this will only hurt for a moment, but I need you to bend over, please, or get down to my level.
I kneel.
Okay. And as you do that, he makes sure your eyes are opened real wide, and he starts to plunge the stake into your eye, but just a little bit, to where you can feel the discomfort as it sort of moves your pupils a little bit, and then he pulls it out, and then he does the same thing to the other side. And after doing that, he has granted you temporary dark vision that will last for 8 hours. It can be seen in magical darkness and non-magical darkness up to 60 feet. And he would do this to anybody that wishes. Essentially giving you devil's sight.
That's
Thank you, my mistress.
Yes, minor setback, but time is of the essence. Remember, do not destroy the town. The citizen that guards it would be most unhappy with me.
And she holds out her hand, and there's a teleportation circle right in this area here. And she begins to cast her spell, and then the portal opens up. And at that point, you all sort of hop into it. And then we pop out to this new place. So let me just change music real quick.
Nice catch on the. He pulls out a spike and says, "Bend over."
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah, that was a little bit concerning. I was like, oh no.
No, I wanted
to ignore it.
So, you guys, most of you have teleported before. You know the feeling. Just a note, all of your characters are considered undead, so they do not require food, water, or sleep. They're not immune to sleep by any means, so if there's like some sort of sleep spell, it could still like knock you unconscious. But you guys don't have to worry about food or water or anything. But what's up?
Do healing potions have the same effect or no?
Yeah, everything that normally heals will heal you guys, even though you're undead, because there's no specific rule in the game where like necrotic damage is the only thing that can heal you.
Okay.
At least nothing I've seen.
Okay.
I drink this healing potion to get more dead.
That happens, you know, in what's it called, Divinity and Pathfinder rules, but I don't think it's for D&D 5e. If you've seen something, Martin, let me know. But for now,
have
it's
not.
just For now, we're just gonna. It's just easier to heal normally. So anyway, you guys are teleported and you pop out into this sort of storeroom. You know that you're underground for sure. And as you're looking around, it's definitely been abandoned in a way, but it looks like it's being used for some storage. When you look at the ground, there's kind of, you can see the runic symbols are kind of covered in bits and pieces with sand. And it feels really warm, like obnoxiously warm. As you guys are looking around, you can see sunlight pouring in from what looks like to be a trapdoor that's partially covered up. And above there, you can hear a couple voices talking, one specifically. Where the hell are these guys at? They're supposed to be here right now. I don't know, sir, but once they get here, what's the plan? Well, we're supposed to guide them to Farwater, make sure they get there safe and sound, and don't kill too many people. Boss said so. So at this point, you guys are free if you wish to do anything down in this storeroom that just has a couple empty barrels and boxes. Otherwise, you do see a ladder that leads up to the trap door.
I go up the ladder.
Okay. So as you're starting to climb, you push up against the trap door, and it sort of like it doesn't budge right away, and there's like a great weight on it. And all of a sudden you hear, "What the hell?" And you hear people unholstering what sounds like pistols and stuff. What the hell was that? As you continue to keep pushing, like sand starts to seep through the boards, and you finally open up the trap door. Ah, shit, you gotta be kidding. They were underneath us the whole time. And then let me populate you guys onto the map.
So bright out here.
Well, that's the desert for you. It's quite bright, that's for sure. I'm assuming you're the ones we're looking for to escort to Farwater. Is that correct?
No, we just popped out of the cellar for fun.
Ah, you're a funny guy, huh? I like funny guys. Luckily, I'm hired to help you, not hurt you.
Thanks for having a sense of humor.
Yeah. He kind of is looking all of you up and down just to get a general sense of who it is that he's helping out. And he goes, "Oh, sorry, I'm so rude." And he takes a puff of his cigar and blows it out. "The name's Whitlock.
Does he look dangerous?
In
Like he knows what he's doing with his...
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing in these parts. These here parts. He's got reddish hair. He kind of wears what looks to be like what a sheriff would wear in like an old Western film, except for he doesn't have any sort of badge or anything like that. And he's got like that little bit of like beard hair on his chin, but nowhere else. Everywhere else is kind of clean shaven. I used to be sheriff down in Farwater until certain events happened. Now I run this gang. And we're kind of a threat to them. They'll do as we'd say. They ain't trying to harm us in any way. So that's why we've been recruited to get you all to Farwater so you can do your job. Which I have no idea what you're here to do. Mind if you tell me?
Those weren't our orders. No offense.
Interesting. Who hired you all
Probably
anyway?
best. It's probably best you don't know.
Oh. It's that kind of thing, huh? You tell me you gotta kill me?
I'd rather not dirty my sword before we get to work.
Yeah. I gotcha. Well, that's fine. Me and my boys here, we're gonna go ahead and we brought some extra horses. I think one or two of you is gonna have to double up though. We didn't expect this many folks. Yeah, sure. What the hell are... No, you're a Warforged. Man, I haven't seen one of you since Selbin made one.
Nagex didn't release this dude's name, did he?
Nope. She just
Okay.
said that she knows he's a
It's a
gnome.
gnome. Okay.
I walk up to, what was this guy's name again?
Whitlock.
I walk up to Whitlock and I say,
Enough talk. Time is of the essence. Lead the way.
Oh, goddamn, yeah. Just keep your mouth shut. I didn't like that one bit, man. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have some nightmares, man. Whoo! He bends over to the little oasis there and splashes water in his face. What the fuck did we get ourselves into now? Whatever. Anyway, go ahead and mount up. We'll take you on over to Farwater. It's about a mile away, so probably about 20 minutes or so on horseback with the sand, as long as the weather holds up. He kind of looks in the sky. It's a nice, easy day, it looks like. Shouldn't have any issues. Yeah.
Let's do it.
So yeah, as you guys are riding to Farwater, if you have any general questions, you would be able to ask Whitlock on the way. But it sounds like no one has any questions, so I guess we'll just do the thing.
I'm wondering what kind of info do we have on where the gnome is?
So
we
you
just know
guys,
he's just
yeah,
in
you
the general
guys-
area.
Yeah, you guys know that he's in Farwater, and you know that he creates things. So you know that you would guess from that he has some sort of workshop that he owns or operates in some way.
And what was the
Mr.
name of
Whitlock,
the dude that
can you
made-
please tell us more about this gnome that we're looking for?
Gnome you're looking for. Do you know his name?
No.
selling something?
Well, he said Selbin made the Warforged, which you would probably be able to put two and two together and say that. So yeah, Oizix would know that. So Oizix is smart, I believe, actually. Hold on. What was
Yeah, I
your
think
dump
so.
stat?
15?
Not your dump stat was your constitution.
Yes, I'm weakest.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a gnome named Selbin. The Selbin. Well, your Warforged buddy would probably know more about that, possibly, would you? And unfortunately, Fluke has no idea who Selbin is. He has no idea where he came from, as none of you do.
Not my creator.
Humor us.
Alright, well, Selbin runs a tinkerer's workshop in Farwater known as the Tinkerer's Temptation. Pretty nice place. That's where I got this pistol here, and he pulls out a really nice looking pistol and sort of spins it around and then holsters it back. He was the creator of these type of weapons. He's got a couple different inventions that he's made here and there. Really good at creating things. And his latest achievement was the Warforged, which you see one of them here. But I'm not quite sure where this model came from. Looks a little outdated, which is kind of weird. I don't think Selbin learned how to make the Warforged except for within the past year, maybe. Regardless, Tinker's Workshop, I guess we could take you there, drop you off, and, I mean, honestly, as long as you just head northeast from the town, you can head back to this place. Otherwise, we're not really allowed in the town itself. Mainly for, preventative measures of people dying.
Funny you should mention that.
Oh, you plan on killing folk?
It's a possibility.
Smirks.
Well, I ain't no stranger to that. I've had to do my fair share. But Farwater is my home, so if you would do me kindly and not kill everybody.
We'll do our best.
We're only here to carry the mission.
Very good. Well, so it's, yeah, about a 20-minute ride into Farwater when you guys finally make it there. He stays on the outskirts, and you notice that Farwater doesn't have any sort of like defensive perimeter, so there's no walls or anything like that. There are guards that are sort of stationed on top of the outer perimeter, like buildings and such, that kind of keep watch. And as the gang leads you close, they're probably a good 500 yards away when they sort of, oh. Alright, so we're about the northeast portion of Farwater. As you can tell, there's the little star-shaped building. On the complete opposite side of that should be Selbin's workshop, Tinkerer's Temptation. So if you're looking for Selbin specifically, that's where he's at. Thing is, I haven't seen Selbin in quite some time. Been a couple weeks, so I'm not sure what he's doing. He's probably trying to perfect his Warforged. So whatever you got going on with Selbin, I would just be careful.
Yes,
Other
we
than-
certainly need to ask him some questions. Can you tell me what kind of people does he surround himself with?
What kind of what, people?
People.
I mean, he's got a worker in there that he helps, or that helps out around the shop. Somewhat of an apprentice, but not very good at his talents. His family lives in a different house altogether somewhere. Otherwise, he doesn't actually really have too many friends as far as I'm concerned.
Is his family here in this town?
They are. Couldn't tell you what house they are.
Thank you.
Real fast, gotta break the immersion. I gotta go run to the leasing office's front desk. Apparently, they have packages for me, and I gotta go pick them up real fast.
Yeah, go do your thing.
Be like 5 minutes.
I actually have to peace out for 2 seconds as well because I'm at Men's Warehouse to pick up some fool's pants or something for some kind of wedding.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll be right back too.
Yeah, no worries. So, Whitlock sits there and kind of, well, journey should be easy for you guys to get back. Just get up, just head northeast from the Star Building there, and you'll end up seeing the Oasis. The sun currently is starting to set, so the sky is kind of like a reddish orange. It is starting to get late in the night. Well, yeah, whatever you're doing should be quite easy to do. Everyone should be heading back home. I don't know what time Selbin closes up shop, but it's probably soon. So if you got questions for him, I'd hurry on up. Oh, security? Honestly, I couldn't really tell you. I've never been in his workshop since I was exiled from Farwater a couple years back. So I'm sure he spruced it up a bit with some of his contraptions, so I would just be careful. Or are you asking security for the whole town?
More so the whole town.
Okay.
That's when my character asks him, "Weren't you the sheriff at one point?" You said.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. In that case, I thought you were talking about Selbin's workshop. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, well, they got guard rotations that go on. Pretty much every point, north, east, southwest, and then north, northeast, southeast, southwest. Anyway, there's guards all around the perimeter, guards within the city. They're just looking for trouble. They don't really question too many folks because we get a lot of shady folks that come in and out of Farwater, as it's really the only place in the desert where you can find a nice bottle of water. Other than that, they're typically armed with, your normal mundane weaponry, long swords, halberds, spears. But there are quite a few actually now, with rifles that stay up on the tops of the buildings. They're quite a good shot too, and he kind of he brings down his jacket just a little bit to where you can see a bit of his bare chest, and you see a bullet wound, obviously scarred. A real good shot. So if you end up getting in some sort of firefight, Yeah, I'd find duck and cover.
Thank you for the tidbit of information.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna go ahead and head back to our place of business. Can't say it was nice meeting you folks. I feel like you're here for some dark deeds. And I'll just say, let's hope to never cross paths as enemies.
Agreed.
With that, he looks to his gang. All right, boys, let's head on home. And they sort of like, do the whole cowboy thing and start galloping back towards the north. So you guys came from the northeast, heading southwest essentially, and they're heading up north.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are about 500 yards away from the town. You do see like there's kind of that sort of miragey look, so you can see like the outskirts of the town, but you can't see like perfect detail when it comes to the town. But I'll assume you guys go ahead and start riding on in.
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys are riding in, like you guys probably get about 200 yards out, and everyone roll a perception check for me. I'll do it for Jeff and Bill since they're not here. Let's see.
That's crazy.
Now hold on there, son. You got an 11 in perception.
Who? Oh, him. No, you're good. So we'll see. So Kirsten. Who did I did first? Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Gerald and Martin. As you guys are all sort of riding into town, you see a little shifting in the sand to your left, and you see an arm sort of hold up what looks to be like a reflective surface, and he sort of moves it a little bit, and then as you look at it, you're kind of like, what the fuck? And then you look towards the town, and you see the same reflective surface coming back, and then it sort of buries itself back into the dirt, or the desert.
I believe they know we're here.
Matters not.
And they don't know why we're here. Question for the gang. How are we planning to approach this?
We'll play it cool when we get up there. If they give us trouble, we should try and check and see if there's how heavily guarded they are and how many towers, because he did mention that they were good shots. So it would be a range game. So I don't think we should make a scene and slaughter the guards.
Agreed.
Although I would very much want to.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
I agree. For now, we should just do reconnaissance and then figure out what we'll do from there.
Okay. So as you guys get closer, there's a little entourage of guards that come through, and one of them walks up. Excuse me, I don't think y'all from around here, are you?
Just visiting.
Very good. Where y'all coming from? See y'all coming from the north makes us a little bit antsy. There's a gang that tries to take things from us from time to time. Are you affiliated with them in any way?
Gang? Question mark.
Yeah, gang. They kind of rough us up, take our possessions, otherwise they threaten to kill us all.
We're just here sightseeing.
Very good. Well, if you would, please don't cause any trouble. You look like... actually, he starts looking you guys over a little more closely now that you guys are getting... What the hell's wrong with y'all's skin?
We've been
We're
up
just here
in
to
the desert
rest.
too long.
That's kind of weird. Usually sun sort of chars the skin, doesn't take away from it. That's kind of weird. A little bit of opposite effect there. Hold on. You one of them Warforged kind, huh? You been made by Selbin?
Of course.
Oh, very good. Well, he happens to be in the workshop right now. You know where that is, right? Do you remember? I remember saying something about circuit boards sometimes go haywire and they forget everything.
Would you be so kind of us to direct us in that way or give us directions?
Yeah, sure. I'll lead you on over there. Make sure you get there nice and safe. Typically, fall water at night is, nothing to worry about. But hey, sometimes travelers get their pockets picked. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, we have that covered.
As he's taking us, I kind of fall behind the group a little bit to where I'm not easily noticeable by Selbin, if possible.
Okay. Let's see. That's all of you. Actually, for right now, until Reed actually gets here, his character is just going to be NPC mode in a way. And it'll kind of be like not very immersive when he does appear. But this is just make it, because I don't even know if he's actually going to show up. So he starts to lead you guys into Farwater, and a lot of the stuff, once you get towards the center, like you notice the outer perimeter buildings all have like doors and windows and stuff, and they're all shut right now, but you can see lights coming from outside, or from inside of them. The center part has a lot of different shops and stuff like that. They've got like little drapes over them to keep the sun out of people's eyes and keep the wares from getting dusty as much as they can. But it's a very open air market kind of thing, much like you would see in the bazaar from Aladdin or something like that. But he starts leading you around this way. So what you guys got going on with Selbin? Not many people come to see him from far away. Actually, how'd you hear Selbin?
Oh, gossip.
And I am a Warforged.
Yeah, that's very true, very true.
We just have some questions for him.
Alright, well, we're almost there now. And he starts, he leads you, it took probably about like 3 minutes to get around this whole spot, and then he gets to the, well, here it is, Tinkerer's Temptation. I think it's about closing time, but if you're just here to ask questions and stuff, I'm sure Selbin have no issue with it. Me and my boy is going to go and make sure you weren't followed by the gang or anything. We're kind of worried about them. But y'all have a pleasant night. And he's like, the inn's over there, and he points to the east. So if y'all need a place to stay, that's your only spot.
Kind sir, you should probably take quite a few of the guard. Across the horizon, I think I saw some horses as we were riding.
What? You gotta be kidding me. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. Alright. She's like, damn it, they weren't supposed to be here till next week. I can't believe they trying to sideswipe us. I appreciate you folk. Not many strangers come in helping us out, so y'all are something different. And he puts his fingers up to his mouth and does the little wolf whistle. Come on, everybody, mount up. We got something to track. And he starts running towards this general north area. And you see a couple guards like sort of shift from the rooftops. They're still keeping a general eye on everything, but a lot of the guards are actually coming and mounting up, and they start riding off within like the next 5 minutes or so. So at this point, you guys are outside of Selbin's workshop, as you know it, and you see a sign on the window that says "Open." And you see a halfling fellow come up to the window, and he looks out and sees all you guys looking at him. And as he's about to turn it to closed, he puts down his hand, keeps it open, and walks away from the window.
Let's go in, guys.
It's before we do. I suggest somebody keep a close eye out. There's no telling how long we have.
Remember,
I will cast disguise self and look like a generic guard in his outfit because I can do that at will.
Okay.
And I will stand outside as a sentry.
Who's that? Guy?
remember, we need him alive.
Is that alive? Wait, we need him alive?
Yeah, out of character.
Technicalities.
Out of character. He needs to be alive.
No, out of character, Nagex told you guys you need to find the artifact. After that, you can kill him.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Well, still, yeah, we still need him alive though.
I need to feed my sword.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm-
Oizix stands guard outside, looking like one of the guards that just left.
All right. I'm ready to walk in.
Shall we?
Let's
Let's
you.
go. Let's go in.
Cornelius is gonna go ahead and walk in.
Okay. So you open up the door, and as you walk in, you see a bunch of different things. There's a bunch of little like mechanical looking soldiers, very like toys on the shelves. There's a lot of different armors that look like they have like little pouches that would pop open for like holding tools and stuff like that. Some fine weaponry in terms of like pistols and rifles are behind a little glass counter on display and stuff. And on the far side, you see the face of a halfling at the desk on the opposite end of the workshop. Can I help you, folk? It's about closing time.
What's his name?
Moving to the front of the group. We're in need to speak with Selvin. I'm in need of an upgrade.
Interesting. Not many folk come around here asking for Selbin. Not many people actually know him, especially outsiders, but I guess you are a Warfort. Hold on a second. He sort of hops down to where you can't see him behind the counter, and you hear some rustling of like metal gadgets and stuff. Could you come on up here real quick? And he pops out from around the corner.
Well, go on now, Fluke.
Yeah, I'm walking forward.
We're here.
Okay. So as you come around, he's got these goggles on. One side of them has a bunch of different magnifying glasses that go real deep. And he says there, I don't recognize your model type. You look a little different from the ones that he's been making recently. Are you one of the firsts?
That's what we're here to find out.
Hello, Reed.
What's going on?
Hey, you made it.
Chilling.
Sorry, yeah, I just saw your
Howdy
message.
there,
so I'm
partner.
hopping on.
No, yeah, you're good, dude. We're probably only 43 minutes in. Really, only the introduction of the session has been done.
Sounds good.
Out of character, I wouldn't know that. What he's
Yeah, you would
asking,
have no
correct?
idea. Yeah, you've got
Okay.
no clue. The only thing you
Okay.
know about your past is your abilities.
Okay, so as he says that, I say error.
Interesting. Someone wiped your memory core. Go ahead and come on down here to my level. And he starts to bring out a little footstool in front of you, and you kind of crouch down. And he hops up and he starts to tinker around. There. This is weird as hell. What happened to all your cable? How are you even running, boy? He starts looking around. At this point, well, this is something I've never seen this kind of handiwork.
Maybe
You know what?
Selvin.
I'm gonna have, I think I'm gonna have to go get Selbin himself. You guys don't mind hanging out here for a moment, do you?
Not a problem.
Not at all.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna take a moment. So he hops off his stool, and as he walks to the back room, and as he closes it, you guys hear an audible locking noise. After a few moments, the glass windows, you guys see these sort of metal bars fall down on them. Where the door is, metal bars fall down over that, and then this back room, metal bars fall down on that as well. At this point, you look up in the ceiling, and these sort of little, like lightning rod looking things pop down and start to have lightning arc off of them. You then hear a voice coming over a little intercom sort of thing. Let's see, I had a thing for this.
Do it.
I lost it.
Granted, none of us know what an intercom is.
Yeah, true.
It's the voices in our heads, obviously.
The voice materializes.
Well, he's an inventor.
No, that's not it. There it is.
Disembodied voice.
I don't know what you folks looking for Selvin for, but I can tell that's not one of his warforged. Not many folks know he's here, because he keeps it that way. So, go ahead and tell me the truth. What y'all here for?
Damn halfling.
I'm waiting for the over before I respond to that message.
Over?
Also kidding, he doesn't say.
Well, I know you said
Need a word with some. That is all.
Yeah, I was gonna. Fluke is gonna say that again. I'm looking for an upgrade.
Tell him. Yin whispers to Fluke. Just tell him that he's trying to look for his origin, and we all kind of woke up that way, and we're just cool. We need to get that damn gnome out here.
Out of character, will we know that?
Know what? I'm sorry, I was typing.
That our like memories have been wiped and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Well,
you
we know
guys
we
have
don't
no. You guys would know for a fact that you don't have any like trace of what you used to be or what you are. You know what you are in terms of your race. You don't know why you're here because you have no memory of your past,
Yeah, we don't
except
have
for
our
the
origin.
fact that you know your abilities.
Do I?
I have a certain set of skills.
Reed and Bill and I remember anything?
Yeah, but do we remember our siege?
Yeah, you guys
Um,
remember that.
Okay,
Okay.
so we up to the point she brought us back. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. Anything beyond the point of you guys being brought back to life, you have no idea. But if you've been brought back to life previously, then you would know. You would remember working for Nagex the first time. You would remember the siege on Siege the Crimson's Fort and that stuff.
Now I got half a mind to zap you all to oblivion, so I need answers now.
Fluke.
I don't remember anything. I have lost some pieces, as you can tell. I am in need of finding them or trying to, I guess, get back what was taken from me.
Okay.
That should pull the heartstrings.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check.
My bad.
Wouldn't it be persuasion? Isn't that kind of the truth?
No.
We don't know. I mean, technically it was taken.
All
Well, yeah,
good
technically
lies.
it was, but this is definitely not why you guys are here.
Okay, true. I'll give you that.
Okay, let's see.
God damn, Gerald.
wow.
Well, fine. How about this? I want the Warforged to stay there. Rest of you go ahead and exit out. We'll handle this mano a mano. Otherwise, I'm not getting Selvin for you.
How can we trust that you won't hurt him while we're gone?
Well, he's a bit of find, I'd say. Haven't seen anything like him, so I bet that Selvin would be mighty pissed at me if he didn't take a good old look at him first.
Would you feel more comfortable if only one or two of us stayed with our friend?
Is that the only way I'm gonna get half of you out of my shop? Selvin shop?
Yes.
I'll stay.
I'll go.
I'll go.
I don't need to stay in here.
And with that, the metal bars that were at the front door go back up, and Oizix opens up the door, looking like a guard, and looks at all of you.
Everything okay in here?
Good.
Oh, good, the guard's
Yeah,
here.
it's fine.
If you could escort half of these folks out of here for me, please. I think they're causing trouble. You might want to get back up, too.
What if we allowed the guard to stay here so he could protect you and still?
Yeah, actually, if you're comfortable with doing that, Mr. God.
I think I can handle these folk. They don't look too rough.
Very well, if the guard stays just one more of you as long as you're with your warforged stay in, and then I'll come on out. With Selvin.
Perfect. Shall we go, boys?
So if you're leaving, get out of the shop area. Only one of you can stay behind with Fluke.
We have telepathy, right?
No.
No.
She didn't give us that? Oh.
Oh, you think we're just gonna have telepathy?
Who
Do
doesn't?
you think this is the regular campaign?
Sorry.
The sending
That's why I
stones are an
asked, 'cause I was
item
gonna
that I
say something
regret
different.
giving you guys, but it's also been
Yes.
really fun.
No regret.
I would like to grab one of them as they're passing by and say, "Find his family." Out of the corner of my mouth.
Okay.
Already ahead of you, friend.
You don't have
So
to
how
say
many can stay with Fluke?
Only one. So Oizix and Fluke are staying, and then one other person can stay. It's up to you guys to decide.
I'm staying. I'll fight one of you guys to stay.
So,
I said I'll stay earlier.
sorry, I'm still semi-catching up. We're at his shop.
Yeah, so, yeah, real quick, I'll go ahead and give you a debrief. You guys were resurrected back from the Gex after being put back to slumber. She told you guys you need to go to Farwater to find an artifact known as the Eternal Ember. It has been used to create these Warforged at very low cost of materials, seemingly making Bellowlight stronger by having their own version of an undead army in the form of Warforged. So she feels threatened by this. She wanted you guys to come here and get the artifact and to bring it to her. She knows that the artifact is being kept by a gnome tinkerer. She does not know his name, and she did not know his location, but she had some folks guide you guys who kind of knew exactly who you guys were talking about, which is why you guys knew where to go. And
Okay.
yeah, Tamsin did a really good diversion to get a lot of the guards to leave the town to make this a little easier for you guys. So yeah, while you guys fight amongst yourselves on who's going to stay back, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. I meant to use it before we started, but I forgot.
I call dibsies first.
I'm already out, so.
Who wants to stay specifically?
Yin Darkmoon would like to stay.
Yeah, I'm playing the Warforged, so I have to stay.
Yeah, you have to stay and I have to stay. And who else wants to specifically? Anyone?
Yin Darkmoon. It should be three: the fake soldier, me, and then the Warforged. I don't know who else said they wanted to stay. If somebody did.
So, is he not trusting a full group there? Is that why he's kicking us out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I persuaded him to not kill us by only having like one of us stay to protect our quote-unquote friend, And then Bill is disguised as the guard, and so he trusts the guard. But Bill is actually with us.
Right.
Lit.
Okay. And if you don't mind me
I'm so
asking
excited for
y'all's names that way, because I don't know.
All right, I still see 4 of you there. Y'all haven't made a decision. If y'all want to fight each other, literally go ahead and roll attack rolls.
No, that's everybody right there, though.
Only one other person besides Oizix and Fluke can stay.
I go over to Yin and I pull him
And Bill's
aside
character.
and I say, I can create darkness and shadow the room. I think I'm more of a use than you are. Let me stay.
We can fight over it.
Do it.
Wagner will approach.
Oh my god.
What's Jeff? What's your
Because
character?
I call dibsies firsties.
Gwen talk.
Gwen talk. Follow me for a second.
Oh. Whatever.
Go around the corner. I'm going around the corner with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch him and make him invisible.
Okay.
Alright. And yeah, you guys would do that with relative ease, and then...
Alright, hold on now. Let me just put the lockdown protocol back in place, and I'll come on out.
So once again, the bars fall underneath the, or over the door, and then the bars come up from this door. At that point, the halfling walks back out, and he is accompanied with a gnome. Let me find him.
Oh, damn. See, I was thinking that the halfling was the gnome disguised.
Oh.
Man. That's where I was leaning.
So this gentleman walks out. He's got a cigar and a cowboy hat with a big red feather, and he's wearing some really big old goggles. You do see that he's carrying a big-ass rifle with him that's almost bigger than he is, but obviously he's the creator of this thing, so he knows how to use it. And he comes up, well, what do we got here? Is this Warforged over here? You ever make one like that? I've never seen it before. Look at how dark it is. Almost looks like it was brought back from the dead itself. So at this point, the gnome and the halfling both come up towards you guys. If you guys could give us some room, please. And if you try anything, those lightning rods will shock the shit out of you.
I will look at the lightning rods nervously like a pathetic guard.
Where are the lightning rods in relation to us?
So they're on the ceiling. So the room is probably like it's what is this? Why is my clicker not working? I don't think it's I didn't make this to scale, but it's probably like 20 feet by 20 feet, to be honest. And the lightning rods there's 4 of them that are protruding from the ceiling. Yeah, you guys would be able to like peer in through the glass and stuff like that. But Selbin and his halfling apprentice pull up some stools and start looking around all over Fluke. Fluke sort of holds out his arms, and Selbin's looking over. Well, I can tell you right now, I didn't make you. Where the hell did you come from?
I don't know.
Out of a character real quick, what's the artifact that we were supposed to be looking for, Brady?
The endless, or the eternal ember.
Let me see. Damn, this shit is trash.
What do you mean you don't know? You mind if I look at your memory box?
Error.
Huh. You can't be serious. He sort of like, he gets close to where like your head is and stuff like that, and he starts to tinker around, and he pops open a panel. My God, he ain't got no memory core. I thought you made it to where them Warforged couldn't work if they had no memory core. I did, but I already told you I didn't make this one. Huh. So it looks like someone's a little better at making Warforged than you is. You better take that back right now. I'm sorry. He starts to close up the patch panel. You are a remarkable piece of work. But I have to ask, how the hell do you know that I was here and I'd be able to upgrade you? That's a little suspicious without a memory core.
We didn't necessarily, or he didn't necessarily know you were here.
Am I talking to you, boy?
Oh, careful. Those lightning rods might hurt you, but I'm sure I can deal enough damage before they kill me.
I'm gonna lower my guard weapon, whatever it is, at him for being so threatening.
Thank you, God. Yeah, first of all, you're in my house, so you'll respect me. This could get mighty violent now, and he's, you can see he's put his finger on the trigger of his weapon.
I smirk and raise my hands up, and I just say, all right, for now.
Very good.
Well, word gets around us Warforged.
Do a deception check.
God dang it.
My deception is garbage. I can't lie. Probably should have thought about that a little bit more.
I'm sure it does, especially because there's a protocol in their programming to never speak my name. I don't trust you folk. I don't think you're here for the purposes you say you are.
This is a very interesting setup you have here. The lightning rods, the trap door. How do they all work?
Well, I could show you. At this point, he hops down and he goes to his apprentice. You know what? We're going to help this little Warforged out, because I think I got something to learn from him. If that's what you're thinking, sir. And the little gnome goes back behind the desk. Can you help me lift this thing up, please, apprentice? And the apprentice hops down from his stool as well and starts walking around. Yup! And you guys hear sort of a clanging sound, and then whoosh. So while this is all going on, we're going to go to the folks that are looking outside as to what they're up to. So roughly about 5 minutes of them inside the workshop is gone by while you guys are outside doing your thing. So what exactly are y'all trying to do?
We're looking for his wife and house.
Okay. So as you're going around, tell me how exactly would you go about doing that?
Well, did you read what Cornelius wrote?
I did not. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Savior and Giver, Meshickle? If that's what you guys do, go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's what he decided.
Yeah, I know. It's probably a joke, yeah.
Brady, can we tell... I cut out, sorry. Can we tell that all of this stuff to the east is like housing and stuff, or is that something else?
Yeah, this stuff right here is the housing, and you would get a general sense that usually a bunch of smaller buildings clumped up together is how housing is kind of done in these areas.
Do they have windows? I mean, it's a desert, so I don't know if they have windows or if they're just like mud huts or something.
No, they're pretty well built. But yeah, they got windows and stuff, and a lot of them you can see the light illuminating from inside. So go ahead and all of you roll me an investigation check as you go and look around the houses and such.
There it is.
Can we get a 7?
Okay, so as Wagner and Cornelius are looking through stuff, they kind of keep on like peering through, getting really close, and people are like, The hell you looking in my house for? And they kind of, oh shit, and they jump down. Tamsin is doing walking around. She peeks in a couple of them, and after about the 7th house, you see a gnomish woman and 2 gnomish children sitting at a table, and there's an open seat that they're waiting for someone, it looks like.
All right, how do you want to approach this?
I suppose there's no chance we go in guns blazing, is there?
Well, I think we should at least maybe keep 1 or 2 alive so that we can use them against the no.
That's fair.
Most likely the children. They'll probably be closer than the wife.
How do you propose we get inside? You want to just knock?
Why not?
One moment.
Alright then. After
Hey,
you,
Brady,
ladies first.
if a charm fails, do they know that I was trying to charm them?
I think the spell
It will say
effect
that.
will tell. So the spell
I know when
effect
it-
should say.
I know when it ends, they'll know it was me, but I don't know if that. Let me see.
Yeah, I would say
Did it-
whatever happens on the end of the spell, if it fails to happen in the first place, whatever happens when the spell ends also happens.
Okay.
So if they're aware that they've been charmed after the spell ends, if you cast the spell on them and it fails, then they would be like, hold on, what are you doing? You know? You can't do that here! I mean, it can grab someone, but it can only lift 10 pounds, so it would not be able to make any sort of grapple check.
Not even with the kids?
No.
Well, I look to those 2. I can charm her and have her open the door for us.
Alright, go ahead and try.
I will cast Charm Person, and then I have it's a 17 spell or wisdom save check.
Okay. So as you're looking through the window and you're casting your spell, she's kind of looking around at her children and smiling, and they're talking about stuff, and all of a sudden her face goes blank and she stands up. She has been charmed.
I'll knock on the window and do like a gesture to the door.
She looks over, very blank face. She was smiling before, and now she's just very blank face. She heads over to the door and opens it. Yes. If you could link the spell real quick, that way I can make sure
Yeah, let me.
I know exactly what it does.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Three mage hands.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, never mind. She's not like, she's still like
Well,
she's
she
still
thinks
got the
we're a
friendly
friend,
face.
kinda.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a different way it worked. I thought it was like you have control over them, but no, you guys are just friends. So, she looks over with a smile. Oh, and she opens up. Oh my, it's been so long. Have we met? I feel like we're friends.
Yes, we are. It's been a while though, but we're passing through.
Oh, well, would you like to join us for dinner? We're just waiting for Selbin to get home.
That would be appreciated. I turn to the other 2, do a gesture.
Well, that's mighty fine hospitality there. Thank you.
Oh, yes, nothing but the best for friends of the family. And as you guys walk in, the 2 children are like, Mom, I've never seen them before. No, dear, you were much too young to remember these folk. Okay.
And what are your names, children?
Really, you're making me fucking get names.
Got him.
Damn!
Things.
You're turning into a meme.
I don't have names. names for these assholes. I do.
Well, how else are we
Brady,
supposed
don't
to
you just
use
keep a
them?
list of names around at all times just in
Yeah.
case shit like this happens?
Call one Bob.
So as you, so there's a little boy and a little girl. The little boy raises his, he waves at you. My name's Dordon. And then the little girl, I'm Zanlin.
Pleasure to meet you, children.
And the wife is like, and of course you know me. I'm Salner.
That was awful convenient.
I know, right? So what brings you back into town? She's looking at Wagner.
I just got a little business with. His name's Zelber, right?
Selbin.
Zelbin.
Yeah.
We just have a little business with Zelbin.
Oh,
Wanting
what's
to
your
know-
business with him?
We heard he had a particular gym. It was a gym, right? Sorry, I'm breaking my character so much.
No, you're good. You're good. You weren't here for the beginning, so you wouldn't know exactly. But it's more of a. It looks like a. It looks like a clump of magma that was cooled off, but still like has sort of like the glowy cracks and stuff like that, as if it's still active.
I guess I'll describe that. We're looking for an item that kind of looks like a rock of magma.
Oh, I know that thing. I've never heard its name, but I remember when Selbin brought it back. He found it in the desert, and he doesn't know that I know this, but he has a secret workshop underneath his workshop that he holds it. More than likely, that's where he's been making his warforged.
Very interesting. Do you know how to get in there?
Mom, Dad doesn't want us to tell them this thing. No, it's fine, dear. These are friends of ours. But they don't look very nice. Look at her eyes.
Dear child, we're here to just help. We just want to see your father.
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, so the woman, if you're gonna be rude to our guests, you can go to your room. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. And the little boy is definitely very suspicious of you all.
Charm this man.
He might need to die.
Dordon, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Well, I like to do what Daddy does, and I make little toys and stuff. They're not very good. Usually they break after a couple seconds, but they're really fun to make, and I'm getting better.
I bet you're very clever, just like your father.
I think so too. But Mom, can I go outside and play? Sure, but only for a moment.
Hold on. Weren't you all just eating dinner? Can't we join you all?
Well, yes, but we gotta wait for my husband. You know what? Dordon, go get your father from his workshop. He's working late again. Okay. And he pushes out his chair and starts to walk towards the door.
Stop him.
I'm gonna as she says that I follow. I'm not gonna stop him, but as he exits the house, I'm also gonna cast Charm on him.
Okay.
Because as far as I'm aware, it's
yeah, it's not a concentration.
It just says casting time lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So I don't see anything that says I can't have multiple people charmed.
No, yeah, it would just take your other spell slot, and he rolled
yeah.
a 3, so he's charmed by you, but he's still doing his thing, and he's continuing to walk.
Well, I'll speak up. Don't mention that we've had this conversation when you go get your father.
He looks back at you. No problem, mister. And then he continues to walk off.
Can't tell if that worked or if it was suspiciously too easy.
So at this point, back into the Tinker's workshop, It's probably been about like 30 seconds since Selbin and his apprentice went behind that counter and you heard these noises, and you haven't heard anything since.
Everything okay?
Silence.
Everything okay?
More silence.
Oh, were y'all waiting on me? I walked off. I could have swore I put BRB.
No,
Well,
it's
we're not waiting on you. We're
Okay,
back
good,
at you
good, good.
guys in the location that you're at.
he
Okay,
said
good.
30 seconds have gone of silence since you went behind the counter. And I've called out twice. Alright, I'm coming back there.
Okay, so you walk over there, and when you look behind the counter, no one is there.
Son of a bitch. Yin yells out. So you think you can play games, huh?
Well,
Wait,
we're
did
not
I-
playing no games here. I know you guys were doing something awfully suspicious. And we ain't gonna stand for it. So go ahead and take that.
At that point, you guys see the arcing coming from the lightning rods. I need all 4 of you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Including me?
Including
How
you.
freaking rude. I'm just a humble guard.
I'm going to murder.
He didn't take me with him.
No, he did not. He told you to stay there, and he'd be back. But obviously, he didn't come back.
God damn,
Okay.
guys.
Killing it.
So Fluke and Oizix both fail. You guys take 18 lightning damage. The other 2 make the save, so you only take 9 lightning damage as these lightning rods pretty much zap everything in the room. And as they zap, the sort of electricity stops arcing, but then you see sparks coming back as they're recharging.
Ah! I'll have the guard down on you. You won't get away with this.
Does your disguise self, it doesn't go away when you take damage or anything, right? I don't think it does, but...
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir, but this is a necessary sacrifice for my safety.
Invisibility goes away, right?
Yeah, you took damage.
Failed to hold up physics. Back.
Would I notice?
Nope.
Like, so I know I have to maintain concentration on invisibility, but if I casted it on someone else, then it gets
Actually, hold
broken.
on. Is your charm person... How many spell slots do you have?
Invisibility was a slot.
God damn it.
3, and charm person is a slot 1. So I have 3 level 2 slots. I have 4 level 1 slots.
Warlocks are different.
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind. That's Oizix. It's a warlock. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Can I jump behind the...
But with him getting struck and losing invisibility, would I?
Yeah, you would
sense
feel
that?
your concentration go away.
Well, okay. As that happens, then I'll turn to the others. Something's happened. My concentration has dropped on Glintock.
Shall we grab them then and take them back to the shop? Or just bring one with us and deal with the other?
Bring them both. The only one not charmed is the daughter.
Real quick, Brady.
Yes.
Did we see the door that he went behind?
No, you guys know he went behind the counter, and he's small enough to where you can't see him, and you heard a whooshing sound, and then he's gone.
Okay, I go by. Oh, I'm already behind the counter. Can I make a perception check to check for any like traps or anything that can reveal the location?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. As you're looking under the counter and stuff, you see a big red button.
I want to push the button.
Alright, go ahead and everyone roll a dexterity saving throw for me. As the lightning rods arc again and blast you guys with more lightning damage.
Wow, a natural 1. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay.
Hold on, what do we... Is that Dex?
Yeah, dexterity. All right, Fluke, you're the only one that makes it. You only take 8 damage, lightning damage. The rest of you take 17 lightning damage. And then, so
Okay.
as the lightning rods strike out again, you hear a voice come up.
I love it when idiots try to mess with me.
So, since the wife told us of his little underground secret lab, would I be able to think about that location and dimension door to it, or would that be not enough info?
I bet you could ask her more questions to try to get, since you're trying, I would say that you would, on your walk there, you would be able to ask her more questions to get a more vivid image about it. Based on what she said, it could either work or it could fail miserably.
Well, unless anybody else has any ideas, I think we should switch back to the POV.
Brady, I want to walk behind the counter.
All right.
What do I see just without perceiving it? Just passively, what do I see?
So you see the big ass red button that Yin just pressed. You also see a bunch of different like tools and stuff that are kind of around the counter. And then you see a big old like metallic object that's kind of laying there.
Is it like a plate, like a rug, or?
No, it looks like a large, I guess, cylinder kind of thing.
Okay. How big is said cylinder?
It's probably about like 2 feet long and probably like 3 inches in diameter.
I looked at everybody else and I say, out of the room.
You say
So
what?
Out of the room?
Out of the room.
How?
Well, we're locked in, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the hallway was still open down there.
No, it's
Not bad. Okay. I pick up the cylinder.
Okay. As you lift the cylinder, you hear a click, and the floor drops from underneath you, and you and Yin fall down.
Okay.
I don't as well.
I don't
I'm
think
back
you
there.
were back. You went back
Oh,
there?
yeah, earlier I said I'd dive behind it, cowering.
Oh, gotcha. In that case, Oizix falls too, and Fluke is standing there. What was Fluke doing this whole time? Anything specific?
Just getting angry and yelling.
stay there, and that way. Well, never mind. I fell down, so I can't talk.
Well, you would definitely see, because all of these guys that are back behind the thing are a lot larger than gnomes, so you would see them all of a sudden, like, you would hear the whooshing sound, and you would hear them dropping suddenly, and then you would hear something else.
Yeah, so I go behind.
Brady, when we fall, I want to use my reaction to slow fall, so I reduce any fall damage I would potentially take.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 10-foot drop. So all of you that are falling, because it's kind of surprise, roll a acrobatics check for me to see if you are able to cushion your blow as you fall, or if you fail miserably.
Acrobatics.
And we clearly fell miserably.
Okay. Yeah. So all of you would.
That one?
All of you would take a D4 of fall damage with those rolls. So all of you take 1 bludgeoning damage as you fall.
So Fluke goes behind it, just inspects.
How much is that
character names? So who fell with me, Brady?
You fell with Bill and Jeff, aka
And Bill's
Oizix and
character-
Glintock.
Glintock is Jeff?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Oizix is Bill. Okay, cool.
Cool.
How much damage have we taken so far? Because I wasn't doing that.
Oh, you weren't?
Yeah.
So
Everybody should be the same.
Nah, I took 9 the first time and 17 the second time.
Bill, you've taken the full brunt, so you've taken 18 and then 17 and then another 1.
When we fall into wherever we fell, what do we see?
I will get to that as we
Okay.
go back to the
Back.
other folks.
Okay.
So are you guys coming with the mother and daughter then?
Yeah, I'd been heading that way.
Okay. So you guys like leave the house. She closes the door, and you guys start walking. And as you round the corner and stuff, you see the little boy right about here, and he's trying to open the door, but he can't do it. And he goes, "Mom, something's wrong!" And she, sorry, and she starts to sort of run ahead a little bit, like a jogging woman in heels, except for she's not wearing heels, but that's how she jogs. And so she's essentially taking the dash action to get over there while you guys are walking. Her daughter is close behind her.
I continue to follow as I try to observe what's going on.
Okay.
Same.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and walk on over.
Thank you.
And at this point, like the boy's trying to open the door, and the mother looks. It seems someone tripped the security system. This isn't very good. That means that Selbin isn't safe. Quick, Dordon, I need you to go and get the guards, all of them, as many as you can. Okay, run. Zanlin, you do the same thing. Split up, and I'll wait for your return here. And they're like, "Okay, Mom," and they start to run. Some of them, one of them goes toward.
Before they take off, I say that won't be necessary.
Oh,
Yes, let us help check out what's going on.
I mean, this guy did attack a guard, though.
I
But you wouldn't know that, so it's fine.
yeah.
I look to both Cornelius and sorry, what's your character's name?
Tamsin.
Tamsin. I look towards both y'all. Who wants to go with me? I'm going to dimension door inside.
I can dimension door inside and take one of the children with me.
Very well.
Oh, you don't need to take the children with you. But yes, if you guys can go ahead, we'll make sure the guards are here to give you backup.
Well, wouldn't you prefer to have the children safe? Who knows? Maybe there's still others lurking out here that could potentially grab.
I understand, but my mother's senses are tingling, and that is not the way.
Brady, can I do a persuasion roll?
Sure. At disadvantage.
You can't just.
Like, dude, like, why is he giving so much feedback? Punch her in the face. Like, oh my god. Or take her.
Not very evil.
This is not a character, by the way.
Okay. So she looks at you. I understand, but I will take care of my children as I see fit. Now go get the guards, hurry. And they start to run off.
I grab one of the kids before they can.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead and make a...
Let's go.
And what's Wagner doing?
Well, as I see her do that, I'll do subdue damage on, or no, I just smack the mother in the back of the head with the quarterstaff.
Oh, you're gonna hit the mom?
Someone grab the other kid too.
Alright. I'll grab the other kid.
Okay. For
Right,
you
scruff
two,
the neck.
with the obnoxious stats that you guys have, it's not hard to grapple. So you guys grab both of them, and go ahead and make a quarterstaff attack roll against the...
Oh god.
well, I was going to say it'd be with advantage because she wouldn't see
Okay.
it coming.
Are you serious? Did you kill her?
Let's see. Actually, yeah, is this lethal damage or no?
Hey,
Ooh, why not?
my character don't care.
We need.
We need them.
Never mind, I
yeah.
can't.
Oh, too late.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
So as this happens, she...
What's your
as
character's
you,
intelligence?
As you guys grab the children, she starts to like reach out towards you, and Wagner comes down and smacks the fuck out of her. You guys hear a nice whack, as she sort of tumbles to the ground and starts to bleed onto the floor. I will say that she's making death saving throws right now.
Oh dear, Wagner, did you kill her?
More than likely.
Oh well, at least we have the other two.
Mom?
Oh no.
Wow!
At this point, I'm not going to yell in my mic, but the two children start screaming really loud.
Nah, do it, Brady.
I'm gonna
not
dimension
gonna hurt
door
your ear.
inside with the kid.
Okay. So you dimension door, and you have the child with you.
Yeah, I look to Cornelius, shall we?
Alright.
Then I'll dimension door.
Okay.
And to the description she gave me, going to his secret area as best I can.
Alright, so real quick, fail, save, fail, fail. The woman bleeds outside, and her daughter curls over her body and starts to cry. And then you guys would like look out the window and be like, shit,
You want
I
to
can
do
only
anything
bring
about
one of
that
them.
first?
And she starts to run, yelling and screaming. At this point,
I can
a lot
still
of
hit her.
lights are starting to turn on.
God damn it.
What time of day is it?
It's late. It's
closing
like 6
time?
o'clock at night.
Okay.
Nighttime? Oh, okay. What time does the moon come up here? When the sun go down, whatever's correct.
I don't know. I would assume just like how our moon comes out, it's like already sort of out and suspended in the air. But like it's still sort of sunset right now. Like it's still sort of orangish in the sky. Not a lot of time has passed since you guys entered town, so.
Do I still see the child?
I would say that you would be able to get to like this window and be able to have a shot with disadvantage because of the glass and the angle with the bars and
Oh,
stuff.
is that a cover thing?
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Well, yeah, because you got sharpshooter.
That's,
So yeah, if you want to make a
Yeah.
shot.
he might be pissed and destroy the work if you kill the kid. If you kill too many people. Out of character.
He's still got one.
Do you, fam?
And Oizix hasn't seen any of these people, has he?
No. So
Damn.
you get up towards you sort of like slouch on the side. Don't worry, guys, I got this. You put your gun up there and pop, and you just watch the girl fall flat on her face, presumably dead.
Is it a
But
lethal
yeah,
shot?
it was.
I
That
don't
was
under. I mean, I guess conceivably you could try to not kill someone with a gun, but
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, but
hard.
yeah, I feel like a child taking 9 damage with her 1 HP is dead for sure.
She did.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Literally 9
Alright.
times over.
Yeah. So at this point,
Why do you have my daughter? Who the hell are you people?
What's happened to my friends?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I think they're down here with me. So I think we're gonna have some fun. If you taking
Well-
my daughter or my son hostage, I'm taking your friend.
Well, I would suggest you not do that, considering I currently have your son.
Well, where
Now,
did
for
I...
your safety, man, sir, you might not want to keep our friends hostage. They're a little bit on edge.
Brady, can we hear them since it's only a 10-foot drop?
no, because of all the stuff that's above you. There's too much. Like you can hear people talking, you cannot make out for the life of you what they're saying.
Can I yell? You think they would hear me?
Are we in a
Probably,
pit?
yeah. Yeah, so you guys aren't necessarily in a pit. The way it works is you guys fall down. There is a ladder on the side, and then once you get down, there's probably a 40-foot staircase that goes down and then levels out, and you guys see what looks to be a really bright light that's probably being produced from a flame of some sort.
Okay. I'm gonna yell up there. I swear to God, if I get to let you hit it again, I will murder everybody in this town.
Well, where did I end up with that dimension door?
Well, you know the general layout of the store, so wherever you're trying to go.
Wait, I was trying to go to the secret part that the wife was describing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to take me and Cornelius.
Okay, in that case, roll me a Arcana. Actually, hold on, let me see. What
I'm
would
gonna
be
yell up
good
there.
for
Tamsin.
trying? Do insight. Do insight.
Or not.
Insight on what her
Hold
like
on one sec.
sort of directions and description is. Okay, yeah, easy enough. So while this is all happening, all of a sudden, where the rest of you guys that are underground, all of a sudden Wagner and Cornelius appear in front of you. So now it's just Fluke and Tamsin up on the top.
I look over to Wagner and Fluke, and I say, "Gnome got away."
What all do I see down here? Like, are we in the same room as them, or?
Yeah, you're in the same spot. So it's just like it's like a square drop. There's you can see the cracks where the hinges kind of open, so you see the light coming from the ceiling above where this sort of trap door opens and then shuts back. There's a ladder to make easy access to get here. And then there's a 40-foot stairwell that descends down and then sort of flattens out, but you can't see into that room because of the long hallway. But you do see the sort of glowing of what looks to be like a fire.
Wait, is the 40-foot stairwell at the top of the ladder or down with us?
It's down. So you guys are on a flat platform, and at the edge of that platform, it descends down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna head that direction then.
Okay.
Am I able to head down?
Yeah, you can go down easy enough. I need for what's Tamsin and Fluke doing?
I'll stay up here with the kids so that we can ensure that you'll actually come back out of that hole.
Wait, who's Cornelius?
Hey,
That's Martin.
Oh, gotcha.
that'd be me.
For a second, I thought Cornelius was the kid, and then I got really confused. But now I understand. Okay. Continue on.
All right. So then what I'm going to do? What's Fluke doing?
I guess I'm going down with them.
Okay. Yeah, you would have been tinkering around with stuff enough to find that switch. And go ahead now that since you know that there is something, you would be expecting it. So you can roll me a acrobatics check with advantage, please, as you fall.
Oh, didn't you say there was a ladder right there?
Yeah, but you don't know there's a ladder right there. Okay, yeah. So you fall and
so the
you're
hatch
able to
closed again. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So the hatch opens for a moment and then it closes on its own. Tinkerers, man. So yeah, so now it's just Tamsin alone up in the top, and the rest of you guys are down below. And Wagner starts walking down the stairwell. Do the rest of you follow?
What? So the light we seek, how far away is it?
40 feet.
Stairwell. So is it illuminating the entire stairwell, or is it just?
Yeah, I mean it's bright enough to where it would pretty much illuminate this whole area in a way. I mean, once you get towards the top, if you stand in a certain spot on this platform, you can't see down the stairwell, but you see the sort of the light reflecting off of the ceiling portion of the stairwell.
Okay. I follow, and then I'm gonna cast a minor illusion to look like me, like ahead of us, walking like 30 feet from us.
Okay. Go ahead and
Or
cast the spell for me real quick, because I think minor illusion stays in one spot.
Does it say one spot?
It sure does.
Okay, then I want to get like close to the exit point and then cast minor illusion.
Okay.
Once we get to that point.
Okay, so you cast it to where it's in front of you guys before you get to the bottom of the stairwell?
Yes.
Alright, so as you cast it and as your form appears, you hear a gunshot. And the minor illusion sort of dissipates a little bit. Ah, so you guys are them spellcasting folk! Don't worry, I got something for you.
Wait, what was that an illusion of?
It's the illusion of Jeff's character from what I
Yeah.
remember hearing.
So I looked at the rest of the group and I motioned a hand, towards the entrance.
Okay. So, Tamsin, I assume, is going to stay sort of up top, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that the kid can be used as a tool.
Okay. So let me populate characters real quick. And you guys can go anywhere in this general area right here. But I'll describe the room after I get all the tokens on there. Thagnar, Oizix.
I don't want to be near the lava.
So do we notice him waiting for us?
Yeah. In fact, actually, hold on. His apprentice is down here, and they both look exactly alike.
Well, are we going to be considered in the initiative right here, or just
More than likely, yes.
So I was going to, I guess, the moment I notice him, cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay. So, yeah, you can do that. So that means you're concentrating. Boom. If you could link the spell for me real quick, and then I'll describe the room, and we'll do a little dialogue thing, and then it'll be initiative time. Okay, and yeah, this is the one where, yeah, you're able to cast spells and stuff without dropping it, which is cool. Let me open some character sheets real fast. Alright, so as you guys get to the bottom, you guys notice a couple things. These, like as you walk into the sort of area where this, there's a long bridge, there's this 30-foot pit, and on the bottom of it is lava. There's another sort of like standing spot, and it's kind of like an arc, and then you see more lava on the other side. And then there's this weird thingy. It's kind of like it looks like flat panels where these things are dipped into the lava. There's a bunch of different latches and stuff on them. More than likely, Selbin uses these for like forging purposes. On the wall, you see a bunch of different swords. They look like they've been tinkered with. So they think of it like a steampunky sword. There's suits of armor right over here. There's also a big suit of armor. Actually, you guys wouldn't be able to see around this. Never mind. But there's this part right here has two different rugs of various exquisite design as you guys walk in. So let me see. Yeah, as you guys are walking up, you see in front of you two Selbins. Both of them have that big-ass rifle, and both of them are pointing it directly at you guys. Now, I'm gonna ask you one more time. What the hell are y'all doing here?
You'll speak when I drive this sword through your chest.
Yeah.
Fine.
As they're talking, I want to do a misty step. Now, it says you're surrounded briefly by silvery mist, and then you teleport 30 feet. Upon landing somewhere, would there also be mist, or would I just
No,
have
it's
mist at
only
my
where you
cast
are.
location?
Yeah.
And
Alright, well, so I would teleport up to 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'd be on the bridge right here, and then as soon as I can misty step again,
That'll be
will-
on your action for your turn because we're rolling
Okay.
initiative.
already. Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Because, yeah, during the time that you were casting your spell, Yin said that thing, and they are not here to play games.
My initiative didn't pop up on the thing.
It's a 9.
I know what it is. I'm talking about on the turn order.
I'll make it pop up for you. Tamsin, you can go ahead and roll initiative too. You don't have macros?
Not for my. I guess it's just spells. I can click on them, but
Let's see. Roll your initiative.
Hide his kid so we can use it as like a. We can use it as something for later.
or you could put him out in front so he can't attack.
Brady, I can't because my character's not on this.
You can roll it from your sheet, and I'll
I tried it, said it wouldn't work.
Huh. There. Now you have Tamsin there, so you can do it. Okay.
Song is pretty cool.
You're pretty cool.
Thank you.
Okay. Top of the round, Selbin aims his rifle at you guys. Well, fine. If y'all ain't gonna tell me nothing, we're not letting you out of here alive. And he's gonna shoot his thunder cannon twice.
Johnny.
He's going to be aiming at Oizix. So let's see. What is your DC or AC? 15?
15.
He hits you the first time. I need everyone within 5 feet of you, which is everybody, to make a dexterity saving throw. As he shoots you, as the bullet hits you, it arcs with lightning and explodes, hitting your friends.
Interesting.
Give me one.
So Oizix takes 15 damage, thunder damage, from the shot, and then let's see, Martin fails, Jeffrey fails, Fluke fails, and Yin makes the save. So the rest of you take 5 thunder damage. Yin, you only take 3. And then his second shot misses you, but I need all of you to make a second dexterity saving throw as this thunder bullet sparks.
What the fuck is? I haven't rolled over a 5.
Facts.
Oh, not you, Bill. You.
Oh, because I
don't
dodged
have
it.
to. Yeah.
Damn,
How does
never consistent.
how does this work?
Let's see. When you're subject to a saving throw and take only half damage, you instead take no. If you succeed on the saving throw, you only take half if you fail. So, and if you make the save, you take 0 damage because your evasion. If you were to take the full damage, you instead take half. So the first time you only take 5 or 3.
Okay.
And let's see. The second dex, Martin makes it. Fluke fails. Yin fails. I need another dex save from you, please. Jeffrey. You make it, so you take 0 damage from this next one. Martin, you take 10 thunder damage, and the rest of you take 20 thunder damage.
Oh God! Can I re-roll? Can I re-roll my ability?
With what?
Indomitable.
Yeah, because you failed it. I believe that lets you re-roll a failed saving throw.
Why would he shoot at me? I'm a guard.
Are you though? At this point?
The fact that you're not dead and you're with these people is very blatantly obvious that you're not a guard.
He's a guard trying his best. You just hear Bill like say, "Hey guys, let's calm down. Let's get out
I'm
of here."
just terrified, surrounded by and
better persuade
you're
that
fucking
man.
shooting a bullet at me.
I mean, you guys walked down like you were all pals and friends. It makes sense to me. I don't know. Does it not make sense to you guys?
Hey now,
I was just
Dungeon
saying, you
Master.
could have put up a better ruse. All right. So how much do I take, Brady? 10.
You take 10, yeah. And
God.
he'll
This
spend the
bitch-ass
rest of his turn running 25 feet back. Cornelius, your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot my shit with. I'm gonna do that. This guy.
At this one? Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna do a couple of. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna do a disarming shot.
Beat him. What in tarnation?
Try to knock that rifle out of his hands.
All right.
Holy!
So as you shoot him, let's see, your disarming shot. Like he's got this weapon aiming at you. So essentially, what happens as you pierce his left hand, it pierces the right hand and hits him right in the chest. You watch as his image shimmers, and you see the halfling fall down dead. So his image goes from being Selbin back to the halfling that was helping you guys out before. And Selbin's like, "Ah!"
Alright, I'm gonna. Do I have line of sight on that other guy? Yes. Or, for argument's sake. I'm gonna take a couple of shots at Sylvan over there.
Okay.
Try to do a disarming shot.
Alright, 18 will hit. Let's see, on hit, turn 7 number damage, strength saving throw. Is your DC, is it 16 or 17?
It is. Yeah, it's a 17 actually.
It's a 17?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he rolled a 16. So you shoot and it hits him in the hand, and he drops his big ass thunder cannon.
And it is 10 feet away from him, I guess.
Okay. I would say just because of the trajectory of the sun and the moon, it moves 10 feet this way.
I'm gonna take another shot at him.
You get 3 of them? Nice.
Yeah,
That will
extra
hit for
attack's a
6.
bitch, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you're a fighter. You're the fighter version. Yeah, that's right.
That is exactly the reason I chose fighter.
Yep, that one certainly hits for 6 damage.
Yep, and I would move forward my last 5 feet.
Okay. So
I guess
as
I don't
you
actually know he's there.
True, you would end up feeling him though, because it's a pretty, you know. Now, as Wagner Misty steps onto the thing, he doesn't feel anything. As soon as you, Cornelius, step onto this, you feel a shift downward. It's very slight, but both of you would feel as Cornelius gets on this thing, there's a shift downward.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the end of your turn.
Oh no. Okay.
Selbin's going to use his legendary action, and he's going to pull a little remote control device from his belt and press a button. And all of a sudden, you guys hear buzzing sounds.
Oh, shit.
I love them.
So, as you hear it, there's these little hatches that sort of open up on the ceiling towards him, and you see the swarm of these little beetle things, all tinkered beetles, like just start to fly out of nowhere and start to take form. All right, now y'all know what you're programmed to do. Take those out. Let's see. So they see, what's his name? They would see Cornelius, and they would fly and take up your space because they're a tiny little swarm of constructs. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm doing this. Up to 4 creatures within their space. And since you're sharing a space with Wagner, he will take this damage if it hits. Oops. Well, that's embarrassing. Their token isn't working. There it goes. So the other one's gonna come and do the exact same thing. What is y'all's AC?
My AC is a 17.
Okay. What is Wagner's?
Pretty low.
He's got a
hold
3.
on, It's like 11, I think.
Okay. So the first attack hits
Yes,
both
right.
of you for 15 damage of piercing, and then 5 damage poison.
So is this just because we're within proximity of them?
Correct. So you watch as these little clockwork beetles start to fly, and they're just getting all around. Think of a big ass swarm of mosquitoes, and they're just like they're landing on whatever they find purchase, and they just stab these little needles within whatever it is. They don't have to see it in order to hit it. And they're landing on both of you. You're both like swatting, like get the fuck out of here. Like think of Kevin Hart with his gnat story that he's got. It's like fucking gnat, you know. But the second one,
Now I'm going to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Go for it. Dexterity save of 14. It fails, so it takes the 10 fire damage. It is fire damage. Never mind. So as your Hellish Rebuke goes out, like it hits the swarm, but they're immune to it.
Noted.
Yeah, these are my pride and joy. At least one of them. You're gonna see a lot down here, boy. That is the end of the Clockwork Beetles. It is Glentok's turn.
Okay. I am going to
Why, I sure did, Johan.
cast Darkness.
All right.
And I'm going to cast it within 60 feet. It has a 15-foot radius.
Yeah, I have a radius thing for this.
I'm gonna
So
cast
it's
it
15
like
foot.
I'm gonna cast it like right there.
Where? Hold on. There's.
Actually, I'm gonna walk up one spot
Okay.
into Oizic's position, and then I'm gonna cast it from there.
Okay. Where do you want
So
it? Right on him?
right down,
Right here?
right down.
Okay.
And then
You see the radius, right?
yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's the
And then-
15-foot radius of the Dome of Darkness.
And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna do this. Once I click it for you.
Yeah, it's your thing where you can teleport to a darkness area, right?
Yeah, up to 60 feet away.
Okay.
And
Yep. So you can
right
definitely
here.
see within that.
and
Or you could see. Yep.
then I'm going to walk over here.
So now,
Next
just
one.
because you're the only one that's over there, you see, as you get there, you see these two things standing. They look like they've been activated as well.
Interesting.
DGP.
The rest
Let
of
me
you
turn
don't see
Mr.
them.
DJ
yet.
around. Mr. DJ is very loud.
Oh yeah, he can be quite talkative. So that's your
Okay.
action, bonus action, most of your
And-
movement.
I don't believe even if I can't use key, so I'm good. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Oizix, your turn. You hurt boy.
Right? Now, I'm tired of this fucker shit. So, I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire. And it has to be at level 5. And I'm gonna put it here. You wanna draw a line after I mark out the distance.
Okay, yeah, let me get my thing. Hold on, does it start at the top there?
Yeah. Wait, right here. Sorry. Gotta get it right.
Oh, gotcha.
Now, is the wall of fire opaque?
It is opaque.
Son of a damn.
Terrasante.
Sorry, Cornelius. But frankly, he doesn't give a fuck about you.
So, let's see. Guess I gotta go to your character sheet. Wall of Fire. We're going to make it do...
It's gotta do a DC
description of the
12.
attack. Yes, please. And then we're gonna recast it just to... so I can see... Well, that's not what I wanted.
Here, let me just copy and paste the description.
Yeah, I
Or,
think I
oh,
fixed
you're
it.
doing something.
Oh, got it. Alright, solid surface. You make a wall. Cool. Wall appears. Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving
Yeah,
throw.
that can't be right for my DC. My spell save DC is 17.
Yeah, I figured
Why does it say 12?
It's probably for some reason set up on the wrong DC, but I need Glintok and Selbin to both make dexterity saving throws. Okay, both of you make it, so they only take half damage, right?
Correct.
And I don't think I'd take any with the evasion.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Half
That
damage
doesn't
of
take your-
27 from the first
Outpost.
cast.
Oh yeah. So that'll be 13 damage to Selbin because he made his save. 0 damage to Glintok.
And I'm gonna
Your
piece the
evasion
fuck
just
out of-
works, or is it your reaction?
I think it just works. It's like it's a class feature that you get like at level 7 if you're a monk.
Yeah.
It doesn't say if you have to use it, but I can Google it real fast.
No, yeah, go for it. Because I think the rogue's version is a reaction, but I could also be wrong on that. Regardless, I know for this round, you haven't used your evasion this round. So you'd be able to use it even if it is a reaction or whatever, but is that Oizik's go?
Yeah, and I moved out of line of sight from that fucking gun.
Okay.
I don't think I have any
So-
bonus and stuff either.
No. So at this point, as you guys are like sort of standing back there, you're moving around and you see the rug start to move a bit. All of a sudden it comes to life.
The magic carpet.
Yes. So the rug that you're standing on, Oizix, is going to try to smother you. Your DC or your AC is 15 on hit. Creature's grappled. So you're grappled right now. You're also restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocation, but you don't have to breathe because of reasons.
I'm undead. Yeah.
Yeah. But you do take 11 bludgeoning damage, which means you are knocked unconscious.
Well,
So
that's
you,
stupid.
Yin, you watch as the rug apparates into form, and it wraps itself around Oizix, and he's like, "Ooh," and then all of a sudden he stops moving. The other rug is going to attack Fluke. What is Fluke's AC? 19. As it tries to go in to grapple you, you're able to sort of dodge out of the way, and it misses. And that is the rug's turn. Now it is Fluke's turn.
Bro, I don't even know what to do. There's just so much fucking, so
Let's
much
shoot 'em up,
fuckery
dude.
going on right now. Oh my god.
Brady, you piece of shit.
Just wait until y'all hit level 20, dude.
Well, it doesn't help when you start the fight with 4 health. You know?
That is very true, yeah.
Actual factuals.
Fucking electric fences.
Okay, so I guess I'd go ahead and I have no idea what I want to do.
disguise self drops when you fall unconscious, right? No, it doesn't require so yeah, it's still on you. You still look like a guard being smothered by this rug.
And obviously I look like a weak little guard, you know,
Yeah.
getting attacked by these fucking constructs. The noble pay for this.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and morph my right arm into a blade or my longsword.
Okay.
And then while I'm doing that, let's see here. How does this work? Give me. I want to use Soul Siphon.
All right. On who?
On this rug.
Okay, so it's your action to mark them.
Alright, so I'm marking them.
Okay, so this one is marked for that. And your bonus action is to make your arm transform into a longsword.
Okay, and then can I go ahead and attack or no? Since
No,
I have
because
extra.
you have your. So in order to use your extra attack, you have to take the attack action, but you use your action to mark this thing with Soul Siphon.
Okay, well then that's it, I guess.
Okay, you can move.
I'm fine where I'm at.
Okay. So that's the end of Fluke's turn. It is Yin's turn.
Goddamn, finally. I'm gonna dash and use go right there in front of him with 60 feet.
Can you walk in the air?
Oh no. I mean, can I?
No.
Oh, do I have to go around?
Yeah. You can get right here.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
No, wait
right.
just a second here. Don't step on this bridge now.
Alright. I'm gonna go
So as you
there.
step on the bridge,
There it goes.
you notice that it shifts with your weight. Do you continue?
You saying, do I continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere we're gonna get over there. Can't do anything.
So once you get to the middle, I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw, please, as the bridge starts to collapse under all your weight.
Can I? Oh, do I have to like have my say my wind sense is active before I do anything?
Yeah, that's how the game works.
Okay. I'll use that. Let's do my boost.
God damn.
That's like me over here who didn't activate mage armor at the beginning of the session.
Okay, so luckily you guys are all able to kind of grasp onto the side of the bridge as it sort of cracks, and you notice that in the middle it's not actually melded together, as in this was created in this particular fashion just in case too many people were trying to bone rush this guy. So he's definitely got some tricks up his sleeve in his lab that you guys are in. So it sort of collapses. Now, since you guys all made your dex save, I'll allow you to either be on this side of the thing. So let me move these guys real fast. So you can be either right here or this side, but essentially there's going to be a 10-foot gap in between. So where Yin is moving would be at the very edge of that bridge, or you can be on the edge of this bridge.
What was my 60 feet of movement at, Brady? Right
So
here,
let's see,
right
you
there.
moved here, and then when you got here, it dropped. Now, with the dex save, it halves your movement to get up. So you went 20, and then that's 30. You would have 10 more. Something like, yeah, you would. I'll just let you get over there. So this side, I assume Wagner would be on that side. So let me do a thingy.
Would we see the balance shift again as we moved?
No. So it's a one-time deal. Once it it slopes down, but it doesn't like touch the lava. He doesn't obviously want this thing to fall, and it's like a 30-foot drop into the lava.
I'll actually.
The lava is obviously a one-hit KO.
Maybe.
I'll actually I forgot to do something. When I took damage those couple times, I should have made on checks to see if I became visible or not. And I think I got hit twice.
You got hit once, so just make one Constitution.
Only one? Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be a DC of 10. You make it, so you're still invisible.
Okay, since I'm still invisible, I'm actually gonna go I'm gonna try to separate away from them because I don't want to be stacked near anybody since I'm invisible. So if they both went up, I've gone down.
Yeah, so the way it works, with the thing falling down about 10 feet, these things would be suspended in the air because they're flying. You guys are out of their space, essentially, already. And you guys are at the bottom of this half part of the bridge. This sort of gaggle right here is no bridge anymore, so it's a 10-foot gap between this side. Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to use my bonus action to activate my wind stance.
Okay. So you dash actioned, you use your bonus action and all your movement. I don't believe you can do anything else.
No.
Okay. So we're back. We are at Vagno's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna... Can I see in Glintog's darkness? Because I do have the ability to do the same thing, like cast darkness and see in it.
Yeah, no, so because of his request from Nagex, you guys all have Devil's Sight, so you guys see through his darkness. Which I believe is the whole reason he did it.
I'm gonna cast Telekinesis.
Yeah, pretty much.
On... Zilbin?
So the wall of fire, though, you can't see past.
Okay,
the wall of fire is opaque, but it's also gone because I'm unconscious.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. You can see him.
So either way, he would have been able to.
Oh yeah, you said opaque. My bad. Wait. Yes.
So I'm gonna cast it with one of my Metamagic heightened spell. So he has to make a strength saving throw, but at disadvantage.
Strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Correct.
DC 17?
17, yeah.
He rolled a 16.
Alright, well that means that I can move him. I'm going to...
Please put him in front of me.
I'm gonna hold him...
Dangle him over the edge.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna dangle him, in the middle of the lava pit.
Okay. So, right here?
Yeah, I guess. Trying to make it to where, if he fail, he's just gonna fall into the lava if he tries to, resist anymore, or if I were to let go. That he'd fall in the lava, basically.
Yeah, okay. So he's like,
And then with my free action, I would say, command your automations to stop.
Okay. So we'll have to get to that on his turn. Now, these two other...
Protect the master at all costs.
This one will start heading towards Yin. Actually, what is their movement speed? Makes sense. The other one gets right there. So this Shield Guardian over here is going to attack Yin with its fist. 1 and 2. Your AC is 19. Both of them miss. So as it comes at you with these fists, it goes in for a punch, goes in for a second punch, and you're able to just sort of dodge out of the way effortlessly.
So hold on, let me see. Okay, so upon attack missing, I'm able to make an opportunity attack against them if they're within my range.
All right, go ahead.
So do I get 2 attacks since he missed twice?
You only get 1 reaction, so no.
I don't know if it's a reaction.
It should be.
It
An
says
attack of
upon an
opportunity is a reaction if you read the book.
Let me see.
And I know you didn't read the
Shots
book
fired.
because you've told me.
Yeah, there's no need to bring me into this.
Bazinga.
So I'm gonna kill your doctor.
Alright, that will hit.
Minus 5 damage because I'm not in.
Okay. Alright, so
Where's Harvey Dent?
where is he? Okay.
There's the orb.
Alright. So that is the end of the Shield Guardian's turns. Tamsin, you being up there all alone, what are you... Actually, you should have... I didn't... Why did you not go into the 11th spot? Anyway, what's Tamsin up to? You don't have any idea what's going on down here. You're just up there with the little boy.
Tamsin gets bored and wants to come down.
Alright.
6 seconds later, you get bored.
Sorry, I linked that so I can read the whole damn thing. Trying to
No, yeah,
reread
you're
it
good.
just to make sure.
Oh, cool.
Can't use him as leverage if he isn't around to be used as leverage.
Bleh.
So with 6 seconds, I would say that's enough time for you to be able to figure out the latch and undo it and fall to the bottom, but you're still up at the top of the stairs. And you've got the little boy with you.
Stop or I kill the boy. Eventually.
Okay, so that'll be
Are you
Tamsin's
being
turn.
choked out by a rug?
I'm unconscious by a rug.
I
It's
misread.
really kinky.
It wasn't a
Oh.
strength saving. It was a strength check versus my spell DC.
Okay. He's not proficient in strength anyway, so it would have been the same roll. But yeah, he's still caught up in it. And let's see, how can he try to get out of it?
Yeah, every round it can repeat our struggle between his strength check and my spell save DC.
Okay. So as he's kind of just sitting there floating against his will, he's like, "Oh, God, dang it!" He will try to make a strength check, and it fails, so he's still suspended in the air. Now, is he just restrained, or?
Since he's suspended in the air and I can move him around if I don't maintain control over him.
Creature is restrained in your grip.
Okay,
So
restrained.
he's just gotta, yeah, he's still able to do stuff. So your threat to him was what again?
To command his automations to stop.
No, you've already done your worst. What's the worst you can do now?
He presses another button on his belt, and you see the swords that are on the side here, the hilts, little wings flap down, and like these little propellers start to rev up. That'll be Selbin's turn. Now it's Cornelius.
Alright. Cornelius is gonna go ahead and take 3 shots at this one.
Okay, at the Shield Guardian.
Yep.
Go ahead and make your shots. Hit, hit, and hit. That's 8. That's 14 minus 13. So I don't believe, let's see. Cool.
Alright.
So yeah, you pull out your pepper box and you go pop, 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 and you watch all of them sort of like, they don't ricochet off, but they all find their purchase and sort of embed themselves inside of this Shield Guardian. And it sounds hollow on the inside.
Cool.
And then you just go right there.
Yep.
Okay. So these clockwork beetles are going to come and swarm you again. So they're going to make their bite attack. Wrong one. So they rolled a 13 and a 14, which I think both of those hit Wagner, and neither of them hit you, Cornelius. Is that really
That
the
is
damage?
correct.
So wait, I got hit again?
You did.
How much?
You're taking 18 piercing damage from one hit, 3 poison, and then 21 piercing and 5 poison.
So what was the total damage?
Total damage will be, let's see, it's 21, 47.
Okay.
Your first DC is still 10, and then your second one is 11. Alright, so you're still invisible. These things are just like instinctively like landing on something invisible, and Cornelius, as you're like dodging out of the way somehow, you watch them land on this invisible thing, and then just all these little stingers like just come out, and there's like 100 of them like stabbing Wagner.
But he wouldn't see that because I'm invisible.
I would think
I
you
would
would
see,
see
like, a
as
silhouette.
yeah, you see a silhouette of them as all these things are landing on you, and he sees they inject into something, and as they come out, they've got these needles covered in blood. That is their turn. Glintock.
So I feel like I'd be too far away to get on the edge here and reach over to Sylvan, right?
You
would
can
I
do
be
it
in
from
range?
here for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would have seen him press a button, and like, I thought I heard you say he pressed a switch on his belt or something like that.
Correct.
Can I see what's on his belt from here?
It looks like an ordinary belt on the outside.
Can I try and use my action to take his belt off?
Yeah, do an athletics check with advantage. Alright, yeah, so you reach out and you grab his belt and you tug at it real hard, and you're able to pull it off of him. His trousers fly down and you got his little ding-a-ling hanging. I'm just joking, that doesn't hurt. But yeah, you rip off his belt, and on it you see a bunch of interconnected wires and 2 buttons.
I press one of the buttons.
Oh
Left
my
or right
God.
button?
The left button.
Break it!
Throw it into the lava.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeffrey.
I hate
I hate you so much.
I hate you so much. Well,
I
know,
need-
thank you.
I need Yin. I
You
need
son of a bitch.
Wagner. I need Cornelius to make a dexterity saving throw as these things self-destruct.
Oh yeah.
Give me a second.
Does
So
that
do you
fail?
mean the giant dudes or the swarm?
Yeah, so the swarm, all the clockwork beetles are exploding. The shield guardians are exploding. These swords are exploding, except for, they're far enough away. The rugs are not exploding.
Nah. They're expensive.
Exactly.
Don't have to
So
run
yes,
them up.
dexterity saving throws still need it from Jeff. And... Or no, not Jeff, my bad.
Okay.
From... What's his name? Dallas.
Alright. So it says my dexterity saves are on advantage in my win.
Okay, yeah. So roll your dexterity save, please. Okay. So Dallas takes half damage. Martin takes half damage. Wagner fails his save. And let's see. Let's see, Wagner's getting hit by 2 instances of this thing. With your failed save, that is 35 damage.
Okay, well, that's gonna bring me down, which means I'm gonna lose concentration and drop him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We'll get to that in a second. And then Yin, with your advantage, you take half damage of 25.
Half of
the shield.
Half of my damage, and it is 25, or half of 25.
The half is 25. The shield guardian is a much larger creature.
Jesus Christ.
So I take 18.
You
17.
Yes, 17.
Cool.
Now that these guys, and all those swords on the wall, before they can even start moving around and attacking, they explode as well, but they're tinier explosion. So Selbin is going to use his reaction, click his boots, and little jets pop out of him, and he
God damn it.
levitating in the air.
Because of course.
Well, yeah, he's a tinkerer, dude. This man is dope. Oizix, death saving throw, please. I want to see a natural 20. Okay. Mark a fail, please.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna
Hashtag started with 4. Now we hear.
On the rug of Smothering's turn, the rug that you're trapped in is going to try to smother you. It does so. Oizix is dead. Because it's an automatic crit, which is 2 fails. So you guys can hear as this rug starts to wrap tighter and tighter, and you hear a bunch of cracking sounds. And then it releases the mangled body of Oizix. The other rug is going to try to smother our friend Fluke. But it misses. That is the end of the rug of smothering. Tamsin, your turn. You are 40 feet away from this whole encounter, but you hear a bunch of shouting, gunfire, explosions.
Oh, yay. Alright, well, I'll use like my 30 movement to get as close as possible. And then, can I see the room once I get up there?
You can see some of it. You can see up to like this part right here, just because of the angle. So with you being able to see a little bit of the room, are you doing anything with your action? Fluke, you're on deck, just so you know.
Do I go now?
No, we're still waiting for Kirsten. I think you're not pushing your talk button.
Oh, dang it. Sorry. Yeah.
Got him.
Just now oh my god. Every time I have alt and I try to scroll through my spell page, it zooms out.
Did you turn your fan off? Because if you did, you can take push to talk off.
No, I can't, because then I would die of heat exhaustion.
That makes sense.
Okay. Hold on. I'm going to cast a spell. I'm not gonna talk while I'm doing it.
Yeah, just figure out what spell and then cast it, and then we'll go from there. In the meantime, yeah, as I just told Kyle, this is only a hard encounter on Cobalt Fight Club.
So what is it, like hard? Oh, this isn't deadly?
No.
This isn't like partly deadly or anything?
No, it's nowhere close to deadly.
It's deadly in Jeff's hand.
This is pretty deadly. This isn't like easy stuff.
Well, no, you're level 12.
Granted, we haven't attacked his tinker, so we don't actually know how easy and or hard they are to kill.
I would say that, yeah, you can see one of the rugs. You can see the rug on the left and the right, like just barely. So yeah, this would hit him. The target must strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you. Okay. Do you want to attack the left one or the right one?
Right.
The right one. It's gonna make its strength save. It fails it for sure. So it starts to it's like this lightning whip that you lash out like you're fishing, and you hear a voice in your head. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Oh no!
As you grab onto the rug,
Damn it!
and you pull it in, and it pulls up to 10 feet, which would put you. Yeah, I would say it puts you right in front of it. And it only takes 1 lightning damage.
Actually, make it fire damage, Brady.
Okay, 1 fire damage.
Is it on
That's a
fire
cool
now?
thing. I don't think so. Because the lightning lore wouldn't ignite it. It doesn't have an ignite effect or anything. But yeah, so think of the Balrog from Lord of the Rings, like that fiery whip. Tamsin just did that whole thing.
Interesting.
That's just, I think that's D&D saying this is what you get for leaving us for so long, Bill.
Right? Jeez, I mean, 8.
Yeah,
on like
insane.
9 different rolls.
Reminds me of that story of that gentleman I told you guys had 50 chances to roll above a 10 and he couldn't do it.
Oh.
Let's see.
Wait, I want to do a bonus action and cast it again.
Okay.
Sorcery points.
I think so. This is the quicken spell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But
Is it a cantrip?
yeah, you have to cast a cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip. I'll just do it as a cantrip instead.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is.
What? The fuck?
For the level, do I just put 0, right?
Yeah, it should just be 0.
Sweet.
Okay. So
okay.
strength save. And it fails it again, and it'll take 2 more fire damage as you whip it back and forth. I think that's the end of
That's
your
what
turn.
she said.
Thank you.
No, wouldn't I?
So now it is Fluke's
Very
turn.
Okay, so I'm going to just attack this rug in front of me twice.
Alright.
And I'm using my charge point.
Alright, fire it up.
So you macroed those, correct?
I
Like I can use them?
macroed, yeah, click on longsword.
So should I do the longsword first?
Yeah,
And then
'cause you gotta hit in order to do the charge damage. That will hit, and that will hit, so roll the, on your character sheet, press charge 1. To see how much damage it does, and it's necrotic. Do you see where it is on your sheet? There we go. Ooh, the max. And then take off 1 charge point out of your 12. This rug has seen better days. It's got a bunch of nice new holes in it, some little seared portions of it, and now it looks as if it's decaying in certain locations where you stabbed it with your longsword. Hand. Longsword hand.
Does it count a second time or no?
No, because I think you have to use your charge point as a bonus action. but maybe I'm wrong, because I don't know how that class works.
It's a class?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't say I have to. Because I thought if I hit it
As a
consecutively.
bonus action on your turn, you can spend 1 charge point to release the energy through your blade. So yeah, you can only do 1 charge per turn.
Oh yeah. Oh, so that was my bonus action. So.
Yep.
I don't think I can do anything.
You can still move. You got this rug that's like apparating in front of you and stuff.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Oh no, but can I yell? I meant to yell at the beginning.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So my Fluke just yells, "Tell us where the artifact is," and then he attacks. And
okay, cool.
Fucks the rug up.
All right, Yin, your turn. So you see Selbin. He's currently being held in place above this pit of lava because his boots have little jets coming out of it. He can't see anything because he doesn't have Devil's Sight, but you guys see stuff. The Shield Guardians are... Actually, yeah, since they exploded, they're just gone. This guy's dead.
Okay. So would I be able to attack him from right here, and also would I be able to make that 5-foot jump?
Yeah, you should be able to make that 5-foot jump easy, except for the... So the thing is that... So this isn't, like, up at the same level as you guys. This little platform right here is actually, like, right on the rim of the lava. Because essentially it's just a placeholder, and what it is there's these, like, metal plates... or metal chains and stuff that are hooked to these, I guess, columns or whatever, and they're used to dip various things into the iron, or in like iron and stuff into the lava so that he can forge it. So it's not really a spot that you would want to be, because it's the 30.
No, do it. Don't be a bitch.
So if I mean, is it like are you saying it can't? I mean, iron has to be pretty heavy, so it can like.
Well, no. So the platform there is 30 feet down, and these columns, I would allow you to try to jump on the column, but if you don't make your DC, you fall straight down. More than likely into the lava.
Are the columns on the same level as him?
They're a little bit lower, but they'd be within 5 feet range.
Would I be able to attack him if I'm on the column?
Yeah, but it's a pretty high DC because of how thin they are, and I don't believe you took the trapeze artist background. Nope, you did not. So it will be significantly difficult for you to jump over there, but I will applaud you if you do.
I don't think that's worth my risk. So could I share a space with Glynok Sinbok? Can't even see
Glentok? Yes.
Glentok. I can share a space with him?
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's a lot smarter. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead, share a space with him. I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself with second wind. So on my turn, you can get one more stamina. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 of my fighter level.
Yeah, so roll the d10, and then your fighter level is 12, so it's the d10 plus 12, so 18 damage. Move that so you can see it. So that's your bonus action.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna use my action and attack. Hold on, let me put this right here. Fill my health real quick. Cool. So I'm going to attack him with my first attack.
All right.
First
That'll
one hit.
And that will hit.
All right, get one more.
That one misses.
All right, then I'm going to use action
Oh,
surge.
thank you. Okay, there you go.
And then I'm going to attack
That'll
again.
hit. That will hit.
Right, and I'm going to attack again.
And that will hit.
What condition is he in?
He looks fine.
God damn, this son of a bitch.
I mean, he's obviously hurt, but he's not as hurt as some of your teammates. Let's just say he looks better than Glintock. He also looks better than you. He's stunning. He's fabulous.
He's not
He's
great.
Grace.
He has his health surplus is insane. Alright, okay. One more thing. I think I have another bonus action.
I don't think
Did
you
you say
do, because you bonus action, you action surged, and you did your regular action. So the only thing you can do is move. And I don't even think you can move that far.
I thought
you can move 5 feet.
Action surge doesn't give you.
It does not give you a bonus action, no.
It doesn't? Okay. Never
That
mind.
cheap ass class that you wanted to play did, but we are not. That I did not give you that, no.
Hey, I didn't see all that. I just like the stances.
Yeah, you're
which
good.
are obviously saving my life.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So, Wagner, death save.
Alright, my turn's done.
Yeah, take a fail, please. So Selbin
Jesus
is going to take the dash action, and with his fly speed, yeah, he's going to fly into this next room. Yin, you would be able to get a attack of opportunity on him.
Hey.
That misses.
Fuck!
As he sort of does, do a barrel roll, and he gets out of your way.
Damn, I would have slowed his movement speed to 0.
Yeah, but unfortunately you suck, so I'm stuck.
Let me make sure that wasn't an advantage.
It shouldn't have been. He's in the air. Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh, is he gone?
Yeah, he flew to the next room, which is another descending staircase.
Yeah. Damn.
Can I not?
I don't
It's a lot
believe.
of movement.
Well, yeah, he's got 40 fly speed with those things. And yeah, so an extra 35 going down the stairwell.
Wow.
Plus, you got these rugs that are still attacking your party. And your boy's
ability.
barely hanging on behind you. Cornelia, it's your turn.
Alright, Cornelius is gonna use a he's gonna use a bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
Healing himself for a good old 20 damage. He's going to use one of the attacks to reload the pepper box. And he's going to use a object interaction to stow the pepper box and bring out the pistol and fire twice at the fucking rug.
Okay, which one?
I don't care.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. Okay, so 12. Alright, so as you shoot at I would assume you would shoot at the rug that looks damaged the most.
Okay.
As you do shoot it, it dies.
Cool.
It was a target of your soul siphon ability, Fluke. So,
The fuck?
let's see. When it dies, you regain its soul. Additionally, let me spend one of these souls. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. Because, I mean, the class doesn't say anything about, actually, what are these things considered? Construct? Yeah.
Did
Actually, yeah, a construct shouldn't have a soul at all.
right?
So, never mind. I don't
Soul
think
gems. They were enchanted.
You take the
Everything has a
essence
soul.
of the rug. Yeah, you take the essence of the rug. I'll say it doesn't have to be a soul specifically. So you have one essence for your class specific ability thing. Anything else, Cornelius? Okay.
That's all.
Glintock?
I look at the belt and I press the other button on the belt.
Oh my
god. So as you click it, nothing happens.
Okay.
I would have attacked you on my next turn if I got hurt.
I'm gonna walk this way.
Oh, actually, can I go over here instead?
Sure.
Cool, thanks.
So the button press would that would count as my action or no?
No, that'd be a free action. It doesn't
Okay.
take 6 seconds to press a button.
I cast cantrip minor illusion into the next room of me, or of Yin actually.
Okay. So yeah, so this is exactly like the other spot. It's like platform ends right here and it descends into a stairwell that goes down.
Oh my god.
And it's lit up again.
Yeah, I want to stand at the top so where.
Well, you don't have enough movement, I don't think, yet to get to the top.
However much. How much do I see from this point here?
You're where Yin is, and you got 40 movement speed, right? Or is it 45?
60.
Oh, it's 60. Never mind. Yeah, you can get to the top, and you still have 10 to spare.
Okay.
And as you look down, you see about 35 feet away from you, you see Selbin about to be at the bottom of the stairwell, flying in the air like Superman with his rocket shoes.
Kirsten is typing typing something to me. Can she yell that from? Can I hear that from her or no? I feel like
on her turn she could yell that at you, yes. But as of right now, on your turn you wouldn't.
No, yeah. I take 10 more feet.
Okay, and start walking down.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rugs of Smothering. This one's going for Tamsin. I don't believe your AC is 8, so it misses, and that will be its turn. It is now Tamsin's turn.
Dang it, I started talking. I am dimension dooring with the kid to right behind.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you got 500 feet, so I would say you can get like maybe 10 feet down the stairwell. Judging by the like slope and stuff, you would be able to do some quick math because you're smart.
Quick maths.
Sweet. Okay.
So yeah, you're about 10 feet down with Glintock, and you have the child, and you see Selbin in front of you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I cast Dimension Door. So like I'm with Jeff, I have the kid, and then I am going to use 2 sorcery points to use message and tell the gnome, what's his bucket, we have your son down here. You better stop if you want him to live.
Okay. Noted. Fluke, your turn.
Oh no, I left.
There's a rug of smothering, and your dead friend about to fall into lava.
Hold on, what?
Yeah, Wagner's just barely hanging on over here. He's like on this sloped thing, just laying there. Cornelius did not give a shit. He just left
I have given
there.
up on him as someone who does not have healing.
That makes sense. But they do have. Actually, none of y'all have met. I would rule that you guys have basic supplies to keep people stabilized.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, your turn, Fluke. You have a enemy right next to you.
Okay, so did Selvin not hear when I yelled at him? I'm assuming he didn't, or just didn't give a shit.
I don't think he trusted you.
Alright, so I'm going to attack this rug.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
For first, before I do, I'm going to use
charge point.
My move soul sacrifice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold on. Do you want me to cast it?
Yes, so I can read exactly what it does.
Alright.
Well, so your soul sacrifice, when you drop to 1 or 0 hit points.
Yeah, so wouldn't I have to cast that early?
Well, let's see. Power siphons, soul trapped within you. Where your souls soul charge. Yeah, so the way your soul sacrifice works, if you drop to 0 hit points, you sacrifice one of the souls and instead go to 1 hit point.
Okay,
instead.
so I already have one, so I have to soul siphon again. Okay. I'm gonna soul siphon.
Yeah, soul siphon is your action, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. And that's
okay. Boom. Alright, so that is your turn, Yin. Unless you move, in which you can move.
No.
Is he moving or?
He's
no,
not.
I'm not
so
moving.
It's your turn, Yin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. It's 50. I'm gonna take 10 feet down the stairs.
Okay. So you do the dash action and start running up.
Cool. Alright, I'm good. Go ahead.
Alright. Wagner, let's see that quick death save. Hey, make a success, please.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, so at the top of the round, Tamsin had sent message, and Selbin turns around, and you watch his jaw drop, and he sort of gets on the ground, and he yells up there, "Please, please, please, don't hurt the boy. Don't hurt my family. What do you want?"
Yin cuts the boy a little bit.
Make another move. He pulls, or he puts his hand in his pocket. Make another move, and I'll make sure none of us leave this place.
I'll take your son's head off before you do.
Can any of us talk right now, or is it just one?
Yeah, any of you.
Okay.
I dare you. You filth, and he spits.
I'll have the last laugh. Be wary.
Go ahead and make your death saves, Wagner, until you either die or...
Okay.
Hey, natural 20. You're at 1 HP.
How convenient.
That is the most I've done tonight.
Actually, real quick, let's go ahead and see what happens with this rug of smothering in those 3 rounds. I think its turn is before Fluke. It would attack and miss.
It is.
Fluke, go ahead and attack it. 15 and 11 will hit. Yeah, this thing's definitely going to die to you before it does anything. But if it actually hits you, that could change. Then that's Wagner's first save. On this next one, it attacks again. And this time it hits you, restraining and blinding you and stuff. So now you can make an attack against it twice, but at disadvantage while you're smothered by the rug.
Alright, I meant to add
Actually,
a charge to
would Cornelius turn back and shoot this thing?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and make your 3 attacks.
He's gonna make three three attacks with the freshly reloaded pepper box.
All right. Okay.
God
never mind.
dang,
So
boy.
fucking unnecessary.
Yeah. As it starts to smother your friend, you pop pop pop, and it dies. You have another soul siphoned, and then Wagner wakes up and starts looking around. Is like, oh shit, I'm about to like fall into lava. Help me.
Do I have a counter on my thing out of character?
For how
For
many
my
souls you
souls?
have?
Yeah, I was gonna.
We're about to. Boom. Souls. There you go. Now you have one, and you have two of them.
Where'd you put
so
it?
real-
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
Real quick, I'm about to piss myself. I'm gonna use the bathroom. So we'll take a 5-minute break real fast. So everyone, go get a drink, go use the potty, and then.
Oh man, I love getting drinks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, so far, splendid round, everybody. It has been great being evil. I actually wish I'd got to kill some innocents first.
I I prefer watching others play D&D and not actually do anything myself.
Sorry, Reed.
Sorry, Reed.
No, it's fine.
It's just like
Also,
the lightning. It hurts you so much. Like,
Wait.
y'all.
Like,
I'm sorry,
how
go ahead.
long was this combat, roughly?
About a couple hours, maybe.
I feel like it's been at least 6 rounds.
But I meant like total time with us doing the combat.
At least an hour 30 to 2.
Yeah, because I spent like
Yeah.
I think maybe 45 seconds in combat.
I got so many fucking abilities.
No. I'm just saying. I think it's funny. Like, I have like a % time invested.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
understand.
We'll kill people on the way out.
Yes. Tamsin, I love your character. We're going to be good friends. I kind of want to play Evil again next week. I'm not going to lie.
It's fun. I wish I could do more with her, but now that we're probably gonna hopefully go after him, I'll be able to do more spells.
I mean,
damn, can y'all? Oh well, I don't want to cheat and we're out of character, so never mind.
I can at least say I did kill an innocent at the beginning.
He just beat his poor mother.
Dude, that shit was so funny. I was like, damn.
I didn't beat the poor mother. I just whacked her and that was it. Done.
You didn't say it
Yeah.
was lethal. You broke her neck, or I think
It's not his fault.
She's frail.
So like, my first thought was subdue, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm playing an evil guy who gives no fuck. So like, nope, I'm just gonna smack her.
I don't know if I'm gonna give my dude the samurai code and like not kill women and children or unarmed like people. I think I'm gonna kind of give
code
him.
hasn't been invented in this world, so you can do whatever you want.
I mean,
yeah, like, hey,
I was rated
by Negax. I'm doing what she wanted us to do. I care not if people die in the process.
That's kind of like how I want my character to do, but he still has like personality. He doesn't know it. Like as you can see, it's gonna be a little bit. Oh God, I'm just controlling my urges to talk bad to these characters.
Yeah, mine's like either
and murder the fuck out of his son.
Yeah, my guy's more like you're either helping us or you may as well be dead.
Are we all back?
I'm not sure. He's not gonna keep talking to me like he's crazy. Like when we catch up, he's gonna pay for it. He's gonna keep yucking it up. That goddamn NPC talking to me like he's crazy. Who killed his who killed his like help?
Jeff did with the self-destruct button. It was.
I think he meant the other guy.
I think with the apprentice.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
he got shot.
That was Martin's character, I think.
Yeah, he shot him in the face.
Martin's killed 2 people.
Pew pew.
Who he shot the kid, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He shot the dog.
But Brady was like, I don't think there's anything you can do about a kid having 1 HP. I'm like, why does that child only have 1 HP, Brady?
Commoners have one. The commoners are not, they're like normal humans.
They frail.
Yeah.
Too easy to
You guys
kill.
are heroes-ish. I mean, villains right now, but
We're anti-heroes, clearly.
Yeah. I don't think everyone's back yet, so we'll wait.
Tamsin, do you promise we can murder some innocents when we get outside?
I promise.
God, I'm killing at least 3 people. Ooh, we get to kill the
beetles. Did so much damage.
They did. Fuck your Beatles, Brady. I mean, well, they didn't touch me, but still. Fuck that explosion, by the way.
Tamsin feels good.
Hey man,
That shit
when what you need, when you just take a belt and you see 2 red buttons and you press one of them's probably a bad thing and the other's a good thing.
It's like the Groot. It's like the Groot thing.
Play World
Yeah,
of
exactly,
Warcraft with the Mimiron boss with the giant red button that says "Do not press this button" for the
Yeah.
Did you not learn from when I hit the
immediately pressed the button.
I wanted to press a button. I'm like Baby Groot, just looking at the switch. It's like, press this button. He's like, no, don't press that button.
No. Press. Don't press this button. Press this one. So which one do you do? This one? No.
You pressed it twice. If I had it took damage, I would have attacked your character. And like the second time I would have had to attack your character.
I was thinking about
50-50
kicking yours
chance.
off towards the end into the lava if you kept like, I don't know, annoying me as my
Brady,
character.
So Martin.
What kind of busted ass shit did I just pick up?
Oh yeah. You can feel its magical essence.
Oh damn, he has the bell.
You'll eventually figure out what exactly it is, but it's called the Thunder Cannon. It has a range of 300 feet. On hit, the target takes 4d6 thunder damage plus your dex mod. And hit or miss, creatures within 10 feet of it must make a dex save of DC 16, or take 2d10 thunder damage, half on a failed or on a save.
Hot damn.
Wow. Does it require ammo?
It does, yeah. But
Is it loaded?
He probably makes it, right?
It is loaded right now, yeah. It's
Is
not
there a
special
nickname
ammo. It's the
for the weapon?
is there a what?
A nickname for that weapon?
I don't think so.
I was thinking Thunder Cunt, but
I think I'm gonna call this one Maurice.
Maurice.
Your character looks like he names his guns like that.
Does that mean you're the space cowboy, Martin?
That's exactly what it means.
Does
I mean,
know the
he is
pompous
wearing a
of
cowboy
life?
hat.
Gerald, are you here?
Yeah.
Bill, are you here still?
Does it matter?
I mean, if he wants to hear what happens, yeah. But
You
I
should
would
be on.
probably
You
go
should be on
AFK
the
if I
stream
had. Yeah,
with Johan. I mean Kyle.
yeah, it's true. All right, well, we will continue. So, Selbin's at the bottom, and you guys have his son, and he's got his hand in his pocket, and he says, "Send the boy down, and then I'll lead you forward to what you seek."
Absolutely not.
Whoa. I don't think so.
First of all, the only way I know that me and my boy are gonna get out of here is if you send him down. Otherwise, I don't trust you one bit, and I might as well blow this whole place up.
Then we all die, Selvin.
That's fine. That's better than you guys getting what you seek and then killing me and my boy anyway. Which is exactly what you
Hold on.
We don't care about you and your boy. We want what we came for. He can go
That's
on.
how I know you won't keep your word. You have 5, 4,
You've lied to us
3,
already.
2, 1. He presses the button.
Wow.
No one's given up his boy. So at this point, you guys feel a really, really large rumbling.
Cornelius
Well.
starts running the fuck out.
I dimension door out.
I'll follow Tamsin to her dimension door. With the boy. I take the boy. I take the boy.
Tamsin,
How that works.
Yeah, Tamsin gets to pick one person that she takes with her. She is currently in vicinity of Glintock, Yin, and the boy. Yeah, Fluke would have made it over there, I'm sure.
Oh, well, fuck the boy then.
For Tamsin, who do you dimension door with?
Actually, take the boy.
Who else can dimension door out?
I think
I
just
can, but
Wagner.
I was back there. Like I'm technically by myself near that bridge, unless so much time passed by when he was doing this.
Enough time would have passed by between their exchanges for all of you to gather around up there. Because unless you specifically roleplay that you're feeble and you're taking like half speed to get over there, like taking your sweet time, then you probably would be right here. But I'm pretty sure you guys would all have gathered up at the top of the stairwell while he's doing this thing. But right now, I need Wagner and Tamsin. You guys have 10 seconds. I'm starting a timer now to pick who you want to dimension door, and the rest of you have to find a way out of here.
Well,
And who knows how long you have before this place does whatever the rumbling's been.
I already have fighting experience with Glintock, so I'm grabbing Glintock.
I grabbed Cornelius.
Yes!
Wow.
Sorry.
Hi there.
Hold on.
killed
So
Cornelius.
hold on. Whoa.
I killed Cornelius.
Before we make any hasty decisions, real quick,
I'm getting
Brady.
What's
Oh,
up?
never mind. You made him. Did you make him
Well,
leave
no.
already?
I mean, they're casting their spell unless you can do something that stops them.
Yes.
I
I want one of
time.
them. Yeah. So hold on. I want one of them to grab me, and I'm gonna transform into a sword, so they can just take me.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how your sword form thing. Oh no, you would be a construct. I'll allow it.
Turn his whole ass self into a sword.
No, he turns into a weapon. You grab him, and he's also out.
I grabbed the boy.
I'm in
No.
No, he can't come.
Hi there. What?
Ingrid!
Oh, did we get what we needed?
No, we
out
did
of
not.
him?
We did not get what we did.
Oh, so what?
No, you all. He's not just going to let you guys do your thing. So at this point,
Brady,
I need
hold on.
Yin
So
to-
where's?
What do we
Hold
see down
on.
the hall?
You see another chamber, somewhat like this one, that's also glowing.
I'm going to refuse the dimension door. I'm going to double dash down the hallway.
Okay. Yeah, because they have to be willing creatures. So Wagner, Fluke, Cornelius, and Tamsin, you guys are within 500 feet of the surface for sure. So you can appear somewhere up there. Yin, you see Glintock starting to run down the stairwell.
Like a
this
goddamn
place is starting to
Wait,
fight.
but wouldn't it work then if Yin would be taken then if Glintock refused?
No, because Wagner can't accommodate for that. If Wagner goes up and grabs Glintock and casts a spell, but then Glintock refuses it, he can't be like, oh, on second thought, because that's not how it works.
So what was this door you were describing to me, Brady?
It's a stairwell that leads down about 40 feet, just like the other one. And at the bottom of it, you don't see anything as you're too far up.
And Brady, the boy is still here. Can I grab him and double dash with him?
Sure.
That's what I said.
You're strong enough
Yeah.
to grab the boy.
You're a villain!
I
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Jeff always knows what he's doing.
So with you double dashing, Selbin takes this time to reactivate his boots, and he's running away. He was at the top of the round, so he would have been able to react before you started running and fly out into the other room. Yin following close behind, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were they running further in?
Yes,
Wait, what am I running further in?
Are you following Glintock? Because that's what he said.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm going further. We're both going.
Okay.
And when he refused, did I see that he was running in that direction as I dimension door out?
So I think the way the turn of events is you guys saying that you're casting your dimension door, you would have made the decision, you would have made who you're bringing with you. And at that point, that's when Glintock's after you cast it, he's like, no, I don't want to go, and then starts running.
Right, I'm just saying but as I'm teleporting, would I see that, or do I just go to my destination without it?
Yeah, because I'm since the effect is instantaneous, you effectively teleport thinking Jeff's coming with you, and then you're like, wait, where the fuck is he?
Okay.
So now you guys are up top, and you guys feel this sort of rumbling, almost like an earthquake, I would assume you guys are either in the workshop that's still locked off, or you guys can be outside, your choice.
I'd have been outside the workshop.
Outside.
It makes the most sense to me. So Glintock is faster than Yin, by all means. So he outruns him towards the bottom. So let's get there. At the bottom...
Hey, I've seen this map before.
I bet. It's a good map.
This guy posted this shit like a day ago.
Yes. Where did my... Oh, that's the wrong one. There you guys are. So we got Yin, and we got... Fuck, where's your character? There he is. So, when you guys get to the bottom, on the side of the iron golems, you see floating in the air, Selbin. And he looks at you guys. He's got tears running down his face, and he's talking to his boys like, I'm sorry, but I can't allow them to get what they're coming for, even if it means sacrificing myself and my family. I hope you understand, but this is for the greater good, boy. And
wow.
these golems are standing in front of you, obviously running, and they are looking at you guys to make the first move.
I don't know how much time you'd let pass by for me, but I would probably cast another dimension door after the rumbling stopped.
It hasn't stopped.
Oh, it's still ongoing?
Yes.
Alright. I guess I'll hold for now then. Yeah.
A melee cast darkness.
Alright.
To get closer. That's my second cast of it, and I'm gonna put it 60 feet from me, roughly right there.
The radius thing out.
Yeah.
Okay, so right on him, and then you're essentially teleporting onto him.
Yep.
Okay.
And then so that counts as my. I'm a link it because
your action and your bonus action. Because you have to
yes.
Yeah,
You're right. And then I want to and I have some movement left.
Yeah.
Go. Damn. I'm gonna say move.
You guys decide what you're gonna do. I'll be right back.
I'll hold this, and we'll put them right here at the edge of the darkness. Because he can't see out of it, and I can still see him into it.
Okay, so I mean, I guess I can move then, or what does he want us to do? Wait.
I'm assuming wait, because I'm not sure if he actually left or not. Sounded like he did, because it sounded like he got up, or I don't know.
Hey, let me kill the boy if he just refuses.
I'm holding the boy.
I know. If he refuses,
you're already over there. You can't. We can't communicate just like that. So I already moved.
Okay. So Glintock, you're right there. That is a closed door.
That's a closed door. Okay.
Correct. Closed as fuck.
Then I am going to move back towards him.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, we're keeping the same turn order. Alright, let's see. So Tamsin, you would technically be able to talk with, because Wagner, you're coming back in? Or were you only doing that? The rumbling's continuing for a good while.
So how much time would you think has passed total since we teleported out and they're interacting again?
Just 2 rounds, so 12 seconds.
I'm probably going to wait a hair longer before deciding what my character would do next.
Okay, so in that case, Yin, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna dash. God damn it. Ray, how do you do the thing that, like, if you move how you can move your character?
Yeah, so you gotta click and drag the token first, and then press Q.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Bet. I forgot to do that. Alright. Can I stand right there? Even though the torch is right there, or whatever that is?
Well, I mean, yeah, but you can't. You can't just move straight through 2 iron golems.
Oh.
They're not your friend.
So my bad. Let me move back. And then can I go outmaneuver them like this? 55. That cool?
I don't see where you're ending.
Well, I'm about to end right there, right behind them.
You can move 60. If you're going to be in their threat range, you can get to right here.
I was trying to move in
You won't be able to make it at all.
into there. So am I like right there then?
Yeah.
That's
or
cool.
I guess technically, yeah, this is 60 feet, it says, so you can move one more over.
Alright, that's where I want to end.
Okay. Then it would be the Iron Golem's turn. And they would turn around and walk towards where you entered, and they will make their strikes against you. Let's see. At disadvantage because it's complete darkness. I don't think they have Devil's Sight or anything. No. So they'll be making 2 melee attacks against you. Disadvantage. That one misses. The next one hits. The sword hits you for 24 slashing damage. And then this next one's going to attack you twice at disadvantage with its sword. Miss and critical.
Wow.
Double
Oh wait,
critical?
never mind. It wasn't. I saw 2 greens, but they were, the first one was disadvantage green, the second one was regular green, but disadvantage, it misses. So yeah, 24 damage from that. And then at top of the round, Selbin's like, listen, doesn't matter what you do. We're all dead, you hear me? And he tries to fly this way.
Well, so I get an opportunity of attack on, they missed. I'm still in,
Wind stance, yeah. Go ahead, use your reaction.
Alright. Do I only get to attack one of them?
Correct. You have 1 reaction. That will hit. Which one? The one that it hit you, or the one actually? Yeah, which one?
The one in front, or the one in front of me, like, or never mind, the one to my left. If
it honestly, yeah, there's no way that if you guys do fight these guys, you're gonna win, because you don't have your party. So this is a deadly encounter for sure.
This is extremely deadly.
And since he moved past me, do I get a reaction to?
He's still in your range.
Okay.
So he hasn't left your threat range. He's
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So next is Glintok.
I want
the rumbling is intensifying.
I want to. I wouldn't be able to like throw the boy at him and then grapple him. I can only do one thing.
I mean, you can free action let go of the boy, but yeah, to push the boy into him would be a shove attack.
Also, the oh, sorry, real quick. The Brady, the one that's closest to Glintok, he has a move. That's the one I hit. He has a movement speed of 0.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey Jeff, you should wield the boy as a melee weapon.
Just beat him with them. How large is this child?
With another motherfucker.
How large is this child?
Hold on. Because your sentinel, they have to attack someone other than you, or they have to move out of your threat range. So your sentinel doesn't go off. I thought it was your stance that's letting you do that reaction.
This is
No. I understand what your sentinel is, but you have to be using when you hit a creature with opportunity. So how are you getting the opportunity attack?
I was getting the so I use my wind stance to get opportunity attack, but because I get an attack of opportunity when they miss, and can I not do that since there are different abilities, or?
No. I'm just trying to figure out where are your stances.
Hit stances and homebrew the gear wind stance.
Okay, there it is. I mean, don't put it away. I'm reading it.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was different on your page.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, in that case, yeah, is okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So Glintok, what are you doing?
Can I press the left button again as a free action?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Okay. I'm going to drop the boy and then run up behind. Well, I'm actually right next to him, right? So I don't need to run up behind him. I'm going to stunning strike him and spend a key point.
Roll for an attack.
Okay. Is this just regular hit dice, or how do I?
That's not an
weapon.
attack.
Oh, weapon attack. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
All right, that'll hit, and he has to make a save. It's Constitution, or is it Wisdom? I believe it's Constitution.
That long ass help he has.
Because your DC should be. Actually, your Wisdom's low, so your DC is probably 16.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
He rolled 16 on Con and Wisdom, so he's not stunned.
Okay. Then I'm going to move to the left of him.
Okay.
Then can I use unarmored strike, or do I forget how that even works?
So you've got 2 attacks, and then you can use a bonus action to attack again with an unarmored strike, or use a key point to flurry blows to attack twice.
Okay, then
so you have an extra attack to use.
And I can use a key point to do the flurry of blows?
To do 2 more, yeah.
I'll just do that then. And then do I roll just the dagger hit, or do I do... Honestly, I forget how this works.
Well, actually, just because of how things are going, I'm almost certain you guys are dead.
I know.
Because you're not leaving. So instead of playing this out until you actually die...
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Selbin is going to die as well as his boy. The rumbling gets worse and worse. And finally, after Selbin... the Iron Golems would end up beating the shit out of Yin. No problem. You've only got 39 health.
I can run.
But they'll take opportunity attacks unless you disengage. In which case they'll come up and crowd you and beat the shit out of you. Easy, because it's just you two. More than likely, with the way you guys are attacking, you're not looking around for anything to open this door, and Selbin's standing his ground. So you guys would end up dying to these golems. At which point, before you guys draw your final breath, even though you don't need to breathe, Selvin grabs his boy by the shoulders and he's like, "It's okay. All for Bella Light. I told you we'd serve them well. No one will have the ember. No one." And as he says that, the door drops, and you guys see the ember floating right here, overloading, and it explodes. Consuming everything, including these iron golems, consuming all of his workshop and blowing up his tinkerer's workshop up above that you guys are currently standing outside of. So there's a big ass explosion up there. So let's see, Tamsin and you and you and you. The rest of you are dead.
Oh no.
Oh well, now look at that. That's unfortunate.
That is.
It's a little inconvenient.
At this point, you guys hear whistles and stuff in the distance as guards are starting to run this way.
Well, time to get to work.
So, I'm assuming the rumbling stopped after this giant explosion?
Yes, it did.
Did everything cave in?
It didn't cave in. The explosion didn't, like, the only structures that were destroyed were any, like, man-made structures, such as this house. The cave is relatively sturdy and deep enough to where the explosion didn't like it. If it did chip away, it didn't chip away enough to make a big ass sinkhole or anything.
I would dimension door back down there, but before I cast a spell, I'm going back down. Does anyone want to come with?
I think I'm good up here.
We don't have much time. The guards are on their way.
You want a backup?
I'll go with them. I'll go with them.
Alright. I'll dimension door.
So, also, I'm still a sword. Can I talk when I'm a sword?
I mean, it didn't say anything in the thing.
That's
when you're in
new.
your weapon form, you can't. So I would say, yeah, you can sit there and like your voice box is on the hilt, and it's like, hey, let's do the thing.
So you're gonna have to grab me.
So you grab a long sword that's floating in the air.
To say, you're not gonna make bone noises when I grab you, right? but no, I'll dimension door with them.
Okay. So you guys, the last location you would remember is the bottom of the stairs, which is the furthest you could get in, maybe a couple more feet in front. And as you get down there, the searing heat from down there is starting to melt at your skin, literally. Every round you'll be taking 2d8 damage. Which actually you're only at 1 HP.
Yeah,
right now.
I would if I'm gonna.
Oh man, bro!
Unless I have time to react to the heat.
I would say I'll give you the opportunity as you teleport in there. You'd be like, oh my fuck, and then teleport right back out.
Yeah, I'd have to do that.
Okay. So Tamsin and Cornelius, you guys watch as Wagner grabs Fluke, teleports away, immediately teleports back, sweating.
Exactly.
Like his
drenched and like steam coming off of him.
Yeah.
I believe we made the correct decision.
I died for my call.
I'll have to investigate later, should the chance present itself.
Do we want to stay here for a couple days, or do we want to just get out of here?
We gotta get out. Like, the block is hot.
Hey, no, I still got something. It's not
I
a
say we
loss.
not stick in the immediate area, but do return once things have calmed down a little.
I mean, you guys do essentially have a safe place to go. And what we can do is we can fast forward to all of that. We'll have to make some rolls for you guys to get out of this location from being spotted. But if you give me a game plan, and then we can roll through it real fast. Yeah.
Is there a limit to how? Wait, I can cast invisibility with Twin Spell and have at least 2 people invisible for getting out of here.
Yeah.
To help
and
with that.
if you're holding Fluke, I would say that he is part of your weaponry, and he would be invisible if you're holding him.
Hold me.
So stupid.
Yeah. Fluke is essentially a weapon, like literally. He transforms into a sword for you to use. It's actually hilarious. So yeah, if you're gonna be doing that, you can go ahead and cast your spells, and you guys all go invisible.
Yes.
And just all of you make a survival check as you're walking out of the town. Your horses would be, you would have like left them over in this area. There's a hitching post because you guys didn't need them. The guards were not suspicious of you at all. I need from Wagner, a survival check.
Sure, 1 second. Where do I find that button? But what else is it? There we go.
Okay. So as you guys are all like riding towards the northeast, you can see the oasis in the distance. Your horses are generally just running on their own. Doesn't look like anything's following you because no one was really paying attention to them. So it's just horses running away from being scared of this massive explosion. But you see guys that are like popping out of the desert after you see like reflections coming that way, and they're just coming out from under the desert. As if they were kind of like sitting and covered themselves to keep watch out there, like human landmines, and they're running towards the town. It takes you guys a couple extra minutes because you go a little bit too north instead of northeast, but you guys correct yourselves, so it takes about roughly 35 minutes instead of the 20 that it took to get to Farwater. But you get there, and no one's in that oasis area, and that trap door looks undisturbed from the last time you used it.
Well, let's go in.
Okay, so as you get in there, you guys see Dr. Belladura down there waiting.
Oh, you took a little longer than I thought. Do you have the artifact?
That is a negatory, Doctor.
Nigex would not be pleased.
It appears he made it explode.
He overloaded it.
Well, I didn't witness it, but there was a giant explosion, so I was...
His entire workshop is destroyed.
Yes. And there were 3 more of you, if I counted correctly. Where are they?
There were.
They perished.
Error.
Well, I guess that's how it goes. Well, I don't think Nigex would want me to bring you back if you haven't finished the job. I'll leave you here for about a day, let things cool down, and then you can go and see if the artifact remains in any pieces or something.
That was my intention, to return once time has passed.
Very good. I'll be back same time tomorrow.
But to make it a couple days, it was a big explosion.
I'm sure you'll think of something. And with that, he moves onto the teleportation circle and casts a spell and teleports away. So, just for the sake of brevity, what exactly would your game plan be for going in there to see if the artifact remains?
Well, I would probably delve towards the city, cast visibility if need be. If we can walk down there while invisible, walk down there, but teleport if there's like anything in the way.
Okay, so the fire over the course of the night would eventually, probably about mid-afternoon, finally subside, but it'd still be really hot. And as you go into the workshop, it's hot enough for you to start taking a bit of fire damage just from the extreme heat, but it's very minimal. It's like 1d2 per round. But the deeper you get in, it takes more and more damage as it gets closer to the eternal ember. Is what you would guesstimate just from, walking towards this, what's it called? The remains of the workshop.
So, are we able to see it?
If you dimension door, you'll avoid taking a bunch of damage, and then we can go from there. But if you're walking down there invisible, I'm going to make some damage rolls for whoever's rolling down there.
At least what I would attempt would be to try to walk as close as I can, without taking too much damage. If I can see it, try to quickly teleport, grab it, teleport out.
Okay. Because let me count the map spaces. So yeah, as you're walking in, it would take a full round to get to the workshop, to run across the thing, open the trap door, and walk downstairs. It would take, you've got 30 feet. It would take another round to get about midway to that bridge. It would take another round to get to the other side of the bridge and towards that little curve part. And another round to get to the top of that. So that's 3 rounds. At this point, you'd be taking quite a bit. It is fire damage, yes.
Sweet. I'm using a sorcery point and I'm not taking any damage.
Alright, what ability is that again?
Aegeus Chains.
Oh yeah, I do remember reading that one. Sorry, you can use your bonus action spend to gain resistance to the damage type with your sealed horror. Okay, so it's resistance, not immunity.
Oh yeah, so resistance then.
Alright, so Tamsin steps aside and says, I'll take care of it. And you teleport down there?
Yeah, I'll teleport down there.
Okay. So let's just do this real quick so you can actually see. They're all dead. So Tamsin, where's your character?
Is my body scorched?
Yeah, so Tamsin, as you get in here, you see the melted iron golems, and you see what looks like dust piles right here, here, and here. So let's see. I gotta roll. So as you get in here, you take a d12 of fire damage, reduced because you're resistant. So you only take 2 fire damage. So you're kind of like, nothing I'm not used to. And as you look in here, you can see on this little statue thing, you see that ember still sitting there, except for it's not glowing anymore. It's dull.
What about the lava and area around it? Is that glowing now then?
Oh yeah. The lava is like superheated right now.
Cornelius?
I don't think you brought anyone with you.
I brought him with me.
Oh, then Cornelius.
We just had this discussion.
I didn't hear it. I don't know why.
We weren't speaking.
Oh yeah, your resistance too. Oh, you guys were typing it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah.
You take 2 damage as well from the fire.
Oh no.
Actually, you're already you would have been at full health from a long rest.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Let's get all these things.
All right, so at this point, yeah, you see the ember. It's still intact, but it's just dull, not glowing, and it's about 140 feet from you.
Cornelius, why the lava's glowing? Do you think if we dipped the rock in it, it would actually start glowing?
You wanna dip the fire crystal inside of the fire rocks.
Yeah, why not?
Huh. I don't know. I don't know much about magic, but is that a good idea?
I don't know. Before we killed the wife, she said the rock was glowing. But now the rock is not glowing, which means the magic that Nagex probably wants is no longer in it.
I'm sure she can figure something out.
Alright, we'll just grab
If
the
it makes
rock
you feel
then.
any better, we can dip the rock into the glow. We can dip the not so glowy rock into the glowy rock of lava.
Alright, let's do that then.
Alright, I'm not gonna be happy about it, but
Yeah, so as you guys are standing there talking, you've been taking fire damage because it's hot. Even with your resistance, it is hot. Super hot. But I'll rule that you guys were probably walking and talking. Let's see, what do you guys got? 30 feet, right?
Yep.
And you guys could jump down or something, but yeah, there's this moat of lava that is 15 feet.
Cool.
Tamsin, got a problem. And I gesture to the moat of lava.
No problem, I'll just polymorph us.
Us.
Yeah.
D20 of fire damage coming your way.
It says I can transform a creature within range, so I'll just polymorph both of them.
Okay. What do you polymorph them into? You can go up to CR12, but you can just name a general thing instead of us taking 20 minutes to research it.
Let's do eagle.
An eagle?
Yeah, why not?
Just
or like a big bird.
Eagle?
Well, just like a cool eagle, I don't know.
Okay.
Phoenix.
Fine, I transform Cornelius into a vulture, and I turn into an eagle.
What?
Okay, so giant eagle, noted, and a vulture.
Oh, that's an elemental.
Vulture. Alright, cool. I have your hit points. So you guys have 1 round. You both have a fly, or Tamsin has a fly speed of 80 feet, while Cornelius have a fly speed of 60 feet. And this thing's rather large, but one of you would be able to grab onto it.
Together then.
Ka.
Yeah,
Ka.
you guys can't speak, so
Cow.
go ahead and move your thing. And now you'll take a full D20 because y'all aren't resistant to fire anymore. That is a natural 20.
I should be resistant to fire all the time.
Eagle form.
Oh, fine.
So you have 6 HP left as an eagle, and you have 2 HP left as a vulture.
We have HP?
Yeah. So you go
Alright,
in
well, we
there
grab the
it.
rock and then dimension door out.
So, were you gonna dip it though?
We'll save that for another trip if we have to.
Okay.
We like living.
I don't want to die as a bird.
Yeah, you fly in, you grab onto it. You have to get rid of your giant eagle form from polymorph, and when you drop it, he drops from the giant vulture. So you guys are just like grabbing onto this thing. I'll allow you to dimension door with the artifact as it is part of your person and everything comes with you. So you dimension door back out to your invisible comrades who are standing there patiently. You're at full health now.
Morning.
Did you get it?
Yes, we got it, but it's not glowing anymore. We'll have to make a second trip down to dip a rock into the glowing lava.
You think that would return it to its original state?
I think I'm willing to try anything that's gonna make it so that Gex won't kill us.
Hand me the rock. I'll go down there, dip it, come back real quick.
Do you have fire resistance?
I should be fine. I'll be down there for just a moment.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, so I'll roll some damages for Wagner. A 1 and a 13, and one more, a 13. Before you would get down there, dip it into the lava enough to not really submerge it so you don't lose your grip. Because obviously your fingers would burn off if you did that. And when you bring it back up, it looks like it gets back a faint glow, but then it fades again.
Well, I'm gonna have to teleport out.
Okay.
So once I'm back out, it appeared to glow for a moment, but lost the energy before or as I teleported out.
You're probably gonna have to leave it in there. I'd suggest we leave it there and then come back for it. And or just give it to our superiors as is.
Let's bring it to Belladura to see if he can do anything with it. And if not, we'll come back for the law.
perhaps we should try to find a different way to obtain the energy down there after we give the rock to Belladora.
Agreed.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and just fast forward to you guys going back to the oasis and stuff, because the guards aren't really suspicious of you guys. They don't really have any reason to be, except for maybe the fact that Selbin's whole workshop exploded and you guys were looking for him. But they're more worried about trying to figure out what exactly is going on with the family and stuff. I think it's at this point, as you guys are leaving town again, you guys, like right at this point when you guys are walking out, you guys notice a globe of light come in, much like the one that bellow light whistles are used, and it goes down into the workshop underneath. For it is roughly the same time that when Donovan had blown his whistle.
I hate you, Brady.
I know.
Yes.
Say it one more time.
During the fight with the owls, Donovan blew his whistle to ask for help from Selbin, and this is his message going to Selbin's corpse. Or pile
Bro,
of
I've been
ashes.
waiting. I've been waiting to find out what happened to this message for so long. And Brady just been like, yeah, nope, yep, nope.
So at this point, you guys head back to the oasis, and Dr. Belladura is waiting there.
Well, it looks like you have the artifact, although it's a little lackluster.
It appears Olive's energy is down in the cavern where it detonated.
To be determined. All we really needed was the artifact. I don't know exactly what Nagex was planning to do with it, but I believe your mission's complete. Shall we?
And he gestures to the
We shall.
teleportation circle.
Yeah, I'll walk towards it. But as I walk towards it, I'll say, however, should she require the energy, we may need to look into a way of gathering it.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. And with that, he casts the teleportation spell. Teleports you guys to this place again. What a lovely spot. So I have to make some changes here. You don't exist, you don't exist, you don't exist. So as you guys come back in, Dr. Belladura brings the artifact towards Nagex and hands it to her. And you guys all kind of stand on the other side of this thing as she looks at it. What hold on, I have a voice for this. I need to use it. Here it is.
What exactly happened?
The one who was holding it, or keeping track of it, blew himself up, and the currently used to glow, and now the lava that it blew up with is now glowing instead.
That's the problem with these Bellolite fools. They're willing to die for a cause that has already died itself. Regardless, you've done exactly as I asked. I did not tell you to bring it to me intact. That might be another mission for another time. You have done well. Is the city still remaining?
Unfortunately, yes.
No. It is a good thing, for I would have killed you 1,000 times over if you had destroyed it. Like I said, the denizen that protects it, I do not wish to make enemies with him.
Who are you talking about? Who is she talking about? I don't understand.
You have no idea.
People. She's saying something, but I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Oh, gotcha. My mic's not picking it up. Essentially, she said that she's glad that you guys didn't destroy the town because, one, she asked you not to, and two, the denizen that rules that town, she doesn't want to make an enemy of.
Denizen, okay.
Yes, the town is still intact. The only thing that partially or mostly got destroyed was the tinker's shop, which was above where he blew.
A small structural damage is no concern of mine. As far as I see it, this is a win for my cause, and I appreciate your hard works. You will be rewarded. I will allow you all the chance to live again, but for now, and she
raises up her hand, and the coffins come out from the ground behind you.
For now, you sleep.
And as she pushes forward, all of your bodies push into the coffins against your will, and they close up, and the darkness covers your eyes as you all die.
I attack the darkness.
I'm casting magic missile. And that is where we will end the session. Oh, actually, we'll end the session with... I'm kidding.
Perfect ending.
Let me stop the music and stop the stream, and I will be right back. Alright, so that was fun. A lot of character deaths that don't really mean anything because they're just evil dudes and they're for fun and combat. But those die rolls were awful. Goes to show you that CR means nothing in a combat encounter. So hopefully everyone enjoyed, and until next time, peace!